This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Rhine today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Rhine today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Rhine today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live, for business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have a
To Lewis Field Stadium as the Hayes High Indians and the Abilene Cowboys get set for senior night for the Indians as Hayes High is in a must-win situation in district play. I'm Dustin Armbruster alongside Mike Holliday, Harrison Brent for the ECTV crew and on HayesPost.com. It is back at our KFIX studio, Rafe Dent. Hayes High and Abilene. Hayes High will be kicking off to start this game. Abilene will be moving left to right on a picture-perfect night. Clear skies, 73 degrees at kickoff, down to 57 by the time that the game gets over tonight, and no wind, which is a big deal because earlier today in Hayes, right around 20 to 25 mile per hour wind. Logan Clark will kick off going right to left. The returners for the Abilene Cowboys will be James Maiden, and it looks like they'll send back also Dominic Campbell to return this kick as well. It'll be Campbell standing at the 5-yard line. They're going to also throw back their Trey Horner at the left hash. At the right hash, they're going to send back Michael Anguano, so some changes to the returners for Abilene. Logan Clark tees it up at the 40-yard line. Here we go on senior night, a high short pooch kick to the right side of the field. It's going to be taken at the 29-yard line. Left side return for Ben Veach, gets him to the 40, hurdles a defender, and he's going to be near the 45-yard line. So the Indians opting to go with the short pooch kick. It'll be Abilene football left to right. Abilene 7-0 this year. Their opponents, though, are just 17-32 on the year. Hayes High's opponents 38-11, and far and away the toughest schedule in all of Class 4A Division I. 45-yard line is where Abilene will start. Their starting quarterback is out of the game tonight. No Ryan Wilson, so it is the backup, Trevor Castile, and they go to the wishbone on 1st down and 10. Castile under center, long snap count, turn handoff left side, big hole for Parker O'Neill, the leading tailback, bounces off the first hit across the 50-yard line, and a gain of 6 to the Indian 49.
And you've got to think that we are going to see a lot of Parker Bass and Parker O'Neill, the Parker boys in the backfield. We'll see if Abilene asks Castile to do a whole lot. He is just 5'9", 136 pounds. He is a junior backup quarterback thrust into the starting lineup with the injury to Wilson.
Double tied in, wishbone formation for 2nd down and 4 from the Indian 49. From the left hash, again to O'Neill, tries to bounce it outside. There's Hunter Brown jumping on his back, but not before he gets a 1st down at the Hayes High 39-yard line. Another gain of 5 and a 1st down to Parker O'Neill. The starting quarterback, Ryan Wilson, got hurt on defense a week ago at Wamego. Castile came in, and they ran almost exclusively wishbone rest of the night. This is a team in Abilene under Coach Steve Simpson in their 3rd year that likes to, if possible, run as many as 5 different formations, but exclusively wishbone tonight. The fullback is Trey Horner on this play. It's a blitz by Hayes High. The Indians get into the backfield, but a broken tackle. Bass now fumbles the football, gets it back, and goes out of bounds as he's tackled along the sideline. As the Indians, Dante Blackman is there, Scheibler as well. No gain on the play. Good coverage by the Indians. They might give him a yard gain. They will to the 38-yard line.
And even if he'd have been able to hold on to the ball a little more solidly, it wouldn't have been much of a gain.
Hayes High went blitz that time on the left side, and that's where the play was going. Hayes High almost had Bass in the backfield. These are 2 big running backs. Parker Bass, 6'1", 208. Parker O'Neill, 6'1", 190. The fullback, Trey Horner, is 6'1", 185. He's the only junior out of the 3. Indians go 5-down linemen. They show blitz. Toss left side for O'Neill. He's going to cut back, slip a tackle at the 40. He's inside the 30 and down to the 20-yard line as he's eventually tackled by the Indians secondary all the way down at the 17-yard line. Boy, Hayes High, too many tackles up high.
Yeah, they were in the backfield that time, but just almost over-pursued the play, and Abilene now in the red zone running the ball well.
26 yards on the run for Parker O'Neill, who came in as the leading rusher at 623 yards on the year. Also leads the team in touchdowns. Double tight wishbone formation. Indians time the blitz. They get the blitz on, but then again O'Neill over that left side gets down to the 10-yard line. Boy, good gain for O'Neill. They're going over the left tackle, Sam Burt, left guard, Jerron Christensen, and then the left tight end as well, and getting big holes. Ball down to the 9. It's a gain of 8. Already 45 yards rushing for Parker O'Neill on 4 carries. 2nd and 2 coming up for the white-clad Abilene Cowboys. Orange helmets, orange numbers, and a timeout on the field. Hayes High is going to use their first timeouts of the game.
This is a senior-laden team. As you mentioned, that left tackle and left guard, Sam Bird and Jaron Christensen, respectively, are seniors, along with that backfield of Parker Bass and Parker O'Neill. A lot of seniors on this team. Senior night at Lewis Field Stadium. Hayes High with 12 seniors.
Abilene will have their home night, or their senior night next week at home, taking on McPherson. Hayes High is in their home black uniforms, maroon pants, maroon helmets, Indians on one side of the helmet. And your uniform update is brought to you by Phase 2. A big thanks to Phase 2 for providing game day apparel for our broadcast. Quick turnaround and ready to help your team. They have game day items in stock as well. Phase 2 next to Big D's Rental on 22nd Street in Hayes. Well, see if the Indians can bow their backs here a little bit. Abilene has gone out of the wishbone 5 times. They've gained 46 yards after starting at the Hayes High 45-yard line. They have 2nd and 2 from the 9 out of the Hayes High timeouts. Still in the wishbone, the backup quarterback, Trevor Castile, will come under center. On this 2nd and 2 play, the Indians hand off to O'Neill, that is, in the backfield. O'Neill just bouncing off of hits, gets inside the 5, and there's a player down for Abilene. That is the center, Jacob Schartz. Hayes High is timing the snap very well. They're just not getting deep enough to disrupt the play.
And another first down there for Abilene. 4 senior starters on that offensive line, and then a 215-pound freshman at right guard. And so far, they're not asking Castile to do too much. Just hand off the ball to these senior backs.
1st and goal from the 4, again out of the wishbone on the left side. Indians bring the blitz. Hand off to O'Neill, who gets stuffed this time. Indians are able to blitz. It's Xavier Dandurand on senior night, making the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Dandurand, one of those Hayes High Indian players that has battled through some injuries, and there is an injured Hayes High Indian.
Boy, that is Colton Myers, and he is writhing on the ground in pain. Hayes High was hoping to avoid any sort of injury tonight, and now one of their seniors starting outside linebacker and tailback. Colton Myers goes down, and that offers up a whole different slew of problems on the offensive side of the ball. Dandurand would be the one to take those reps at the tailback position.
Let's hope that's not serious, as Myers lying on his back on the turf and hitting the turf with his right hand. He was obviously in some pain. See if we can get him up here and maybe walk it off a little bit. We obviously have no idea what the injury is, as the trainers are out right now. Hayes High players kneeled right now, as are the Abilene players.
They're going around, it looks like the left shoulder area. He has suffered some stingers this season, and whether or not that's where this goes or not. He was towards the bottom of the pile of the tackle that had happened by Dandurand on that first down play. Indian football brought to you by Eagle Communications, Heartland Building Center, Midwest Energy, along with Gibbs Auto Supply, USAVE Pharmacy, and Steel Fabrications. We'll keep an eye on some scores around the state of Kansas tonight, but really none bigger in maybe the entire state as far as everything that's online, at least in 5A and 6A. In Great Bend tonight, 7-0 Great Bend, 7-0 Garden City. They're both 3-0 in the conference as well. Winner takes the Western Athletic Conference. If Great Bend wins, they'll also remain as the top seed in 5A in the west half of the bracket. Garden City is one of 3 undefeated teams in 6A in the west half of the bracket. We'll keep updated on that score tonight as the night goes along as well.
And what a contrast of teams. You have a finesse, Great Bend team, likes to throw the ball a little bit, and Garden City is so big and they're so physical. That will be a fun one tonight in Great Bend.
Big game tonight between Phillipsburg and Norton. Phillipsburg just took a 7-0 lead over Norton 16 seconds into the contest. Salina South, Salina Central for the Mayor's Cup. By the way, both teams 0-7 on the year, and it is Salina Central 28 seconds into the game going up by the score of 7-0. So Colton Myers is up. He's kind of holding his left arm directly to his side. That's going to become an issue on the offensive side tonight as well. So Hayes High will bring Shane Behrens in to the ball game now at the defensive end spot. and have to shuffle some guys around. Second down and goal from the 4-yard line under that wishbone. Toss left side. O'Neal has a crease, gets taken down as he dives down to about the 3. In on the tackle, Mason Ibarra, whose ankle swelled up about 3 times its normal size this week after Wednesday's practice. He's gutting it out, makes the tackle down at the 2-yard line. Third and goal from the 2 for the Abilene Cowboys.
All runs thus far, 9th play of the drive, upcoming a drive that began on Abilene's own 45. They're at the Hayes High 2.
And it's taken 4 minutes so far. First third down for Abilene in this game, again to the wishbone. O'Neal and Bates, or rather O'Neal, is going to get the ball in the backfield, bounce off a tackle, get in the end zone. Indians got into the backfield. Sheevy couldn't make the tackle. 6-0 Abilene pending the extra point. Scoring on the third down and 2 play. Of the 9 plays run by Abilene, all but 1 went to Parker O'Neal.
That was just too easy. Goes into the end zone standing up as Abilene takes an early lead. In fact, most of those runs were just too easy by the Cowboys.
4 minutes, 8 seconds. The extra point is upcoming. That is going to be Hunter Sprouse. The kick is on the way. It is high, it is wide, and no good. It is 6-0. That is the 6th extra point missed by Hunter Sprouse this year. He's now 14 for 20 on the season. So we'll see what Hayes High can do on the offensive side now. Whatever they do, it's going to be without Colton Myers, who on senior night is on the sideline, getting his now neck iced on what appears to be a stinger at this point. Hayes High down 6-0, 7:52 to go first quarter. Indian football brought to you by Horizon Appliance and Electronics, Kevin Shoemaker Construction, Next Tech, and M&D of Hayes.
One of the big problems with that drive for Hayes High was Abilene got the ball in excellent field position at the 45-yard line. I understand Pooch kicking it. Oftentimes when you do that, you don't want the ball anything past the 35-yard line. They just had too good of field position there. And Hayes High, who has struggled on offense most of this year, they need to get something going. And I've said throughout, and we've seen throughout this year, some pretty good defensive performances out of Hayes High. They have a playoff defense at times, but the offense has really struggled. They need to get things in the works here tonight. Also, Ryan Wilson being out, he is the quarterback, of course, for Abilene, but he is also a starts in the defensive backfield as a free safety. So that may hurt the Abilene Cowboys on the defensive side of the football as well.
See if the Indians can take advantage of that. Hayes High does not line up very deep. The kicker does not have a strong leg. It's a kick down to the 15-yard line. It's sent it return to the 25, to the 30. Can't break the ankle tackle. Had he broken the tackle, it would have been a long run. Now a late flag comes in on the Abilene sideline. There was an Indian and a Cowboy going at it over there. We'll see who this is on. Hayes High would get the ball at the 29-yard line, but did they just hurt themselves and back themselves up an extra 15 yards? Here comes the lead official from across the field to give us the indication as to the penalty. It is a block in the back against the Hayes High Indians. Well after the play, it is going to be first down, but instead of starting at the 29-yard line, Hayes High is going to have to start inside of their own 20.
Well, that's frustrating for Randall Raff to have decent field position. That'll back him up 10 yards. But you're right, that flag came in very late.
So from the 19-yard line, Hayes High will start their series. Send a wide receiver out to the right side, Mason Ibarra. 2 come left, Tyrese Hill, along with Keaton Markley. In the backfield with the Indians quarterback, Hunter Brown, is going to be Dante Blackman. Play action pass, Indians fumble. Now Brown picks it up, looks deep down the field. It is going to be intercepted, but was he out of bounds? Yes. And Hayes High, almost like a week ago, where McPherson just drove down the field and scored. Hayes High fumbled second play in. That play, they fumbled the fake exchange and then almost threw an interception.
Well, last week against McPherson, the offense started off with that fumble, interception, 5 3-and-out possessions. It was a very poor offensive first half for Hayes High.
3 wide receivers again, same set, 1 right, 2 left, now 3 in the backfield. Schmidberger in there along with Hunter Brown. The handoff, no keeper by Brown. Wants to cut back to the middle of the field, gets a yard to the 20, and that is it. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Indians.
Exactly what the Indians did not want, and that is 2nd and 3rd and longs. Got to get positive yards on 1st down, certainly 2nd down.
And now a dead ball foul, personal foul against the Hayes High Indians.
Personal foul against the Indians.
And so that will back up Hayes High another 15 yards. It was after the play, so instead of 3rd and 9, on what will probably be a half the distance to the goal line, backed up to the 10-yard line.
This offense not built for 3rd and forever.
So 3rd down, we'll call it 19 to go for the Hayes High Indians. 4 men in the wide receiver spot. Handoff goes around to Sennett. Sennett cuts it up the field, gets a couple of yards to the 14-yard line. Hayes High goes negative on their first drive and will punt the football away, and Logan Clark will do the punting. Colton Myers is the normal punter. So Sennett is able to get the ball out to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Clark will punt away from the 14, nearly get it blocked. High spiral punt. It's going to be returned and fumbled initially by the returner, Campbell. Now he's going to go left side, pick up a block, get taken down as he gets close to the 50-yard line. Wyatt Sheevy is the one in coverage. The kick is going to be a 42-yard punt.
Yeah, it ended up being a pretty good punt. Nice pursuit by Hayes High. And Abilene on their second offensive possession, they had a 9-play, 4-minute, and 3-second 55-yard touchdown drive the first time they had the ball.
Hayes High is going to get 5 offensive yards, but lost 10 because of penalty. So 1st and 10 for Abilene. They start at the 47-yard line, their own 47 with a 6-0 lead. They started at their own 45 and went almost exclusively to Parker O'Neill. This time to Parker Base, tries left side, gets the edge 50, stutter step 40, 35, sideline 30, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds as he gets near the 20-yard line. Goes out of bounds at the 21. It's going to be a gain of 32 yards for Parker Base, who just got outside the defense. And already Abilene back into the red zone.
And Base just a nice fullback compliment to Parker O'Neill. And he's got a little speed. 6'1", 208-pound senior, and he can bounce it to the outside pretty quickly.
Normally they go with him in the fullback, but with this wishbone, he's the second halfback. From the right hash, toss left side for O'Neill. O'Neill at the 20, at the 15, flag on the play, 10, 5, dives for the end zone. This one's going to come back, though. Flag in the backfield is against Abilene. A hold is the Cowboys' first penalty of the night. Instead of a 15-yard run, it's a 10-yard loss, and it'll be 1st and at least 20 for the Cowboys.
And Hayes High just has to hold Abilene out of the end zone on this possession. We mentioned that the Hayes High offense not built for 3rd and long. They're not built to come back from 2 touchdowns down either. So that'll back Abilene up 10 yards of break for Hayes High.
So from the 31-yard line for the Cowboys, after they get the 32-yard run by Parker Base, it's back to the 31-yard line following the Cowboys' first penalty of the night. The Abilene Cowboys offensively this year averaging 36 points per game, 331 yards per contest. Their season high a week ago against Wamego had 505 yards. So from the 31-yard line, out of that wishbone formation, Castile, the backup quarterback, under center. Indians will look at the play-action pass over the top of the intended receiver, Parker Base. 2nd down coming up. Hayes High brought the house that time, but left enough coverage back to at least cause an incompletion.
Exactly what this Hayes High defense wants, and that is to get Castile into a passing situation.
Now looks like Horner will go out of the game, so Abilene's going to spread the football out here. Doesn't mean that they're going to not run. 6:27 to go, first quarter. Hayes High down 6-0. A Parker O'Neill touchdown of 2 yards to start the game. Hayes High went 3 and out. 3 wide receivers bunched to the right side of the formation, 1 to the near side. O'Neill is the lone tailback. Castile under center. Toss left side to O'Neill. That is to Base. Base gets taken down for a 1-yard loss. Tackle is going to be made by the Hayes High Indians. Freddie Haynes comes up on the play.
Nice job by Haynes pursuing that. On that first possession, they were so close to getting in the backfield, just couldn't do it. And a 3rd and long, call it 21 now, for the Abilene Cowboys,
who are going to take a timeout, which Abilene, you got to imagine at this point, is thinking this is 2-down territory.
Yep.
Get part of the 21 first, try to get the next part on the following play. I would be shocked if Abilene would come out in anything but the wishbone. They've had such success with it so far tonight. Hayes High football brought to you by Canterbury Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, Progressive Physical Therapy, Crop Production Services, and Edward Jones, Daryl, Jeff, and Linda Seibel. Got to get a Hayes Kalon scoreboard update for you here. It is the Great Bend Panthers going up 7-0 over Garden City with 3:13 to go in the first quarter. A Jacob Murray run to go into the end zone. Hayes Kalon scoreboard update brought to you by Hayes Kalon. Green grass you want in the spring starts with spraying in the fall by Hayes Kalon. Call Kirk Maska, 623-0674, or Kurt Viner, 623-8427.
Last week in 5A football, it was a rough Friday night for a majority of the top teams in 5A, and Great Bend finds themselves ranked number 1 in the class of 5A.
First-year head coach Aaron Beck at the helm. 4 wide receivers for Castile, the quarterback. Hayes High showing blitz. They bring the blitz up the middle. Great. Abilene picks it up. The pass is incomplete, intended for the fullback Parker Bass, who went up to get it, and then a big hit from Keaton Markley helps jar the ball free. It is incomplete. 4th down and 21 coming up for the Cowboys. Will they punt this football away? Their normal punter is Parker O'Neill, the running back. He's punted all 22 times this year, and he's going to line up in the punt formation. The ball's at the 32. Hayes High needs to be wary of a fake here. In fact, Hayes High's not even sending anybody deep at this point to make sure Parker O'Neill kicks this football away. The snap back to him. He'll punt it, and the Indians nearly get to it. Freddie Haynes almost blocked it. The punt, though, Abilene is going to field at the goal line. Hayes High is going to be backed up to their own 1-yard line. O'Neill ends up with a 31-yard punt that is downed at the Hayes High 1. But Mike Holliday, Hayes High holds, and it's still 6-0.
Well, that's right, and I initially didn't agree with Abilene punting the football kind of in no man's land, but that ended up being a very smart decision with the Indians' backs against the wall. How about picking up a couple of first downs here for Hayes High, and at the very least getting out of the shadow of your own end zone?
And we'll see if they can do so. It is Dante Blackman, the tailback. Schmidberger is the fullback. Hand off to Schmidberger, gets to the line of scrimmage, and not much more. They maybe give him a half a yard to the 1.5. Maybe not. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 again from the 1-yard line.
Schmidberger was the ball carrier for the Indians.
Now Sheevy, Mason Ibarra come into the game. Keaton Markley comes out. Also,
2nd and 9.
Chance Brungart comes out of the ball game, who's back after missing last week. Indians playing without their starting tailback. Colton Myers got a stinger on the first defensive series. It's a play action. Hunter Brown's going to keep left side, has an angle. He's at the 5. He's at the 10, first down, 15, 20. Tackled from behind. First down for the Hayes High Indians. Out of the shadows of their own goalpost, get out to the 24-yard line on a 23-yard run by the quarterback, Hunter Brown.
I don't know what's going to happen the rest of this possession, but that was a big run to get out of that end zone now and give Hayes High some big-time breathing room. Yeah, getting it all the way out to the 24-yard line. Hunter Brown is a lot of fun to watch when he's in the open field.
Boy, he faked that handoff so well, kept it. That's a dangerous play. If Abilene reads it, it might be a safety. 4 wide receivers now for Brown. He's going to throw down the field. It is caught, taken by Sheevy. They faked the screen out. Everybody crashed down, so he went to Sheevy, who was about 8 yards down the field. It's a gain of 9 out to the 34, make it the 33-yard line. Sheevy makes catch number 5 on the season. Here comes William Sinnott with the play for 2nd and 1. Maybe that's the spark Hayes High needed to get something going. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Dante Blackman in the backfield with Hunter Brown. Abilene shows 4 down linemen and bring a blitz. Brown's going to keep, throw to the screen to Sinnott. He's at the 35. He's at the 40. Gets a block 45 and taken out of bounds as it gets near midfield. Sinnott with the big catch. The sophomore up to the 49-yard line, and Hayes High has a 1st and 10. They pick up 16 on the play.
I know you were impressed with Sinnott last week in a losing effort to McPherson. Sinnott played quarterback. He's just a sophomore, but showing some quickness and some good open field skills. And another big first down by Hayes High, a drive that began at their own 1-yard line.
16 yards on the completion. 4 wide receivers, 2 right, 2 left. Ibarra and Sheevy to the right side. Shotgun formation for Brown. Now a man in motion is Keaton Markley. They'll hand it off to Markley. Gets the sideline 50, 45, hit out of bounds as he gets to the 40-yard line, down to the 39. It's a 12-yard gain. Hayes High has some momentum, down 6-0 with 3:45 to go first quarter.
Now in Abilene territory, nice job by the offensive line and the receivers blocking on that play.
Keaton Markley picks up 12 on that play to the 39-yard line of the Abilene Cowboys. As Mike mentioned, the play started back on their own 1-yard line. Trey Van Pelt leads that offensive line to the line of scrimmage. They'll go tight end this time to the right side. Chance Brungart under center. It's a misdirection to Dante Blackman. First carry gets 2, maybe 3 yards. It's an honest play, though. It keeps McPherson, or rather Abilene, to be honest, on a 2-yard gain by Dante Blackman. And I'll be real honest, there is a kid that every day plays scout team offense in practice. He's the kid that gets hit by the starting defense, and good to see him get some playing time.
Nice to see Jack Fort get some playing time, too, the 182-pound sophomore, and he opened up that hole for a 3-yard gain.
Mason Ibarra splits out left. Tyrese Hill, Wyatt Sheevy right. Schmidberger in as the fullback this time to the right side of Hunter Brown. Man in motion. It's an option play right. Brown's going to escape one tackle, try to cut back up inside to the 35-yard line. He may gain down to the 34. What looked like a play of absolutely nothing ends up at the 34-yard line, setting up 3rd down and manageable for the Hayes High. 3rd down and 6.
That should have been at least a 1-yard loss for Hunter Brown.
And Hayes High down 6-0. Just over 2 minutes to go. Picks up a couple of yards on the play. Split in the backfield. It's a play action. No keeper by Hunter Brown. Tries to get an extra block. Does so. Cuts up the field 30. Gets the first down. Dylan Schmidberger got the block on the linebacker. Parker Bass knocked him off his feet. And it's a first down for Hunter Brown. Over the left side, a conversion on 3rd and 6 to the 27-yard line.
About a 3.5-minute drive going, 9th play of the drive upcoming. Again, this drive began at the Hayes High 1-yard line.
Left hash, ball at the 27. Inside 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Indians down by a touchdown. Pistol formation with the fullback to the right, tied into the right. It's a keeper by Brown the entire way. Cuts up the field 25, gets to the 20, gets his shoulder hit. Now a scrum is going to push the pile inside the 20, and Hayes High is near a first down on the quarterback keep over the right side. 9 yards on the keeper by Hunter Brown.
What I love about the junior quarterback is this is a football player. Always keeps his feet moving and never gives up on a play.
Keaton Markley in. Coming out is going to be Dylan Schmidberger. Markley along with Hill to the left. 2 wide receivers right. Sheevy and Ibarra. Shotgun this time for Brown. 2nd and 1. Brown wants to throw. Looks over the middle. It is caught. It's a touchdown in the end zone. Wyatt Sheevy. It's an 18-yard touchdown pass from Brown to Sheevy. 2nd week in a row those two have hooked up. It's 6-6 with 60 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Hayes High an extra point away from taking the first quarter lead against unbeaten Abilene. Sheevy with 2 big catches on that possession. That's a 99-yard touchdown drive.
Hayes High went negative yards on their first drive because of penalties. Extra point from Logan Clark. This is huge. It's for the lead. It is good, and Hayes High has a 7-6 lead over the Abilene Cowboys with 1 minute to go in the first quarter.
10-play, 4-minute and 45-second drive, 99-yard touchdown drive. And as an Indian fans were just hoping maybe for a first down or two as the drive began on their own 1 yard line. They did a heck of a lot more than that, and this re-energizes the team, and it gets their defense off the field a little bit too. So that touchdown drive meant everything as far as the early portion of this game is concerned. Great job by the Indians.
Hayes High takes the 7-6 lead. What an impressive drive. You said 99 yards, but you got to imagine mentally what's this done maybe to both of these teams.
That's very true. You know, for Abilene, giving up how demoralizing is that to give up a 99-yard touchdown drive, and Hayes High doing it in all sorts of different flares, passing the ball, running the ball, bouncing it to the outside, getting big gains.
Indian football brought to you by State Glass Company, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, and Adams Brown, Barron and Ball. Logan Clark pooch kicked the first one. Will he do the same thing on this second one? This one a deeper kick. It's going to go to the right side at the 17-yard line. It's going to be taken on that return by Anguano, and he's taken down on a short return. First man on the scene is going to be the Hayes High Indians, Xavier Danduran. The tackle is finished off then by Dylan Scheibler and Dylan Schmidberger, and it'll be a worst starting field position of the game for Abilene. They'll still start at the 23, but boy, Hayes High with renewed energy taking a 7-6 lead.
That's good, getting rid of that pooch kick. The touchdown drive for Abilene, their first possession began at their own 45-yard line. So, yeah, the worst starting field position. Third time Abilene's had the ball.
Indians have Freddie Haynes onto the field late. Indians need to get that 11th man on there. They're going to go 5 down linemen and now 6 down linemen against this wishbone formation. They bring the blitz over the left side. It's almost a fumble. Now getting to the outside is going to be Bass. He gets hit and goes down in the backfield. Boy, you could have had a holding on that as well. Hayes High, Xavier Danduran on the scene along with Dylan Scheibler. Hayes High's playing some fired-up football right now with 35 seconds to go first quarter. Looks like a loss of 2 back to the 21.
150-pound safety Keaton Markley would have been there to clean up any mess had there been any. And this is a position that Abilene does not want to be in. 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 upcoming.
From the right hash, from the 21-yard line. Still now it's split backfield, new formation. Abilene didn't have something right. They're going to use a second timeout of the first quarter. 2nd and 12 coming up for the Cowboys.
See what Castile elects to do here. Again, Trevor Castile starting tonight, the 5'9", 136-pound junior backup quarterback, as Ryan Wilson, the senior quarterback who's played so well all season long, was injured last week in the Abilene Cowboy win against Wamego and not able to go tonight. I think that's hurt Abilene defensively as well as offensively.
Abilene has somebody out of the game right now with ice taped to his left shoulder. I'm not sure who that is, but that's somebody else down for the Cowboys. We'll check into that. Somebody's headed to the locker room. Both Parker Bass and Parker O'Neill are on the field. That's their 2 big offensive studs right now.
Hayes High is not going to apologize to any team for injuries.
Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, I formation on 2nd and 12. Tight end goes to the left side is Ben Veach, the wide receiver. That I formation has O'Neill as the setback. It's a handoff to the fullback. It goes to Bass right up the middle. Only his 3rd carry, make that 4th carry of the game, goes out to the 29-yard line, gain of 8. Hayes High has a chance on 3rd down to get off the field when we come back for the second quarter. After 1, Hayes High 7, Abilene 6 from Lewis Field Stadium on senior night. This is Hayes High Indian football.
We get it. You work hard and play hard. Internet should be the last thing slowing you down. Eagle Communications gives you the speed you need so you can play hard and save cash. For a limited time, get 30 meg for $30 or 50 meg for $50 so you can work, play, and save. Call us at 877-61-EAGLE today.
Hayes High Indian football is brought to you by Leon's Welding and Fabrication, Hayes Kalon, and Lewis Automotive. Hayes High leads 7-6. It's 3rd down and 5 for the Abilene Cowboys, who are 1 for 2 on 3rd down tonight. A new formation for the Cowboys. Shotgun with Base to the left and O'Neal to the right of the quarterback, Castile. He'll take the shotgun snap on 3rd and 5. He wants to throw. It's a screen play to the left side, tipped by Behrens. Caught, though, by Base. Reverses field to the right side. 1st down. Watch out. Big play. He's gone. Oh, he gets tackled. I did not see Dylan Scheibler over there. Where did he come from?
He came out of nowhere.
And there's a flag at the 45 as well. It's going to result in a 1st down, block in the back against the Cowboys. The play will officially go to the 45 and then move back from there. So a 15-yard pass play on the screen that'll look like Shane Behrens may have tipped it, but still ended up in the hands of Parker Base, his 10th catch of the year.
Well, that's why it went for such a big gain, is there was a block in the back. 1st down nonetheless for Abilene.
They pick up 15 on the play, lose 10 on their 2nd penalty, but 1st and 10 for Abilene from the 35. Hayes High leads 7-6 on a Wyatt Sheevy touchdown reception of 18 yards from Hunter Brown.
Missed extra point, the difference in this game.
And Steele back to that shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Indians go 4 down linemen now against this formation. They had 6 down linemen against the wishbone. Castile's going to hand off. It goes right side, and the Indians are right there for the tackle. Tackle is made by the Hayes High Indians. First one there is going to be Freddie Haynes. It is Base on the run. He goes right side and gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Nice job by Connor Winter, too, the 240-pound junior defensive tackle, plugging things up in the middle. 2nd and long situation. Again, a potentially uncomfortable situation for the Cowboys.
2 wide receivers left side. Cooper Wyckoff, a senior wide receiver, has 1 catch all year. He's left side. They put 3 wide receivers left. Typically, this is either a toss or trick play by Abilene. It's going to be a pass. Back to throw is going to be the quarterback. It's a floater. It's going to be tipped and then caught by the Cowboys. It is somehow caught by O'Neal at the 49. The Indians try to bat it down. O'Neal came back to make the catch at the 49. It's a gain of 14 on a nearly impossible play by the running back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Hayes High actually had that well covered. Just one of those freak plays, the old tip drill, and Abilene was in position, and they've got things moving now as they approach midfield.
Hayes High even tried to knock it down. Castile does not throw a real good ball, but it got deep enough that Hayes High wasn't able to make the interception. Shane Behrens, good to see him back on the field. Those yellow and gold shoes on the right defensive end. See if he can make some noise on this wishbone formation. Flag on the play. The play clock wound down to 0. Delay of game on the Cowboys.
They weren't even close to getting that off.
The Cowboy coaching staff is questioning that. It did seem like a quick 25 seconds, but nonetheless, hey. Again, Hayes High, as you said, Mike, not going to apologize for anything that happens. 10 minutes to go, 2nd quarter. Hayes High up 7-6, but Abilene driving 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Wishbone formation, Indian 6 down lineman. It's an end around. Behrens gets pushed in the back. Wyatt Sheevy makes the tackle. Tackle made on Ben Veach. That is Shane Behrens getting deep into the backfield and taking 2 guys with him. And then Sheevy, the inside linebacker, makes the tackle for loss on a 2-yard loss.
What a first half by Wyatt Sheevy.
Wyatt Sheevy moved from cornerback, and then he moved into that inside linebacker location, and he has really started to thrive there. It is 2nd down and going to be long for Abilene, and they're going to take their 3rd and final timeout of the first half with 9:28 to go 2nd quarter. Hayes High leads 7-6.
Sheevy's one of those players that you have mentioned several times over the last few weeks that just seems to get better every game. Also, as you said, great to see Shane Barron's back out there. First time since the Liberal game.
And he requires attention. He's one of those guys, he's not going to make 30 tackles a game from defensive end, but that last play, he got deep and it took 2 guys to take him out. Well, then there's nobody to block Wyatt Sheevy, who made the tackle for loss, his first career tackle for loss. Hayes Kalon scoreboard update, Phillipsburg over Norton 14-6 after 1 quarter. That's a big game in districts and the MCL. It is also trying to get an update from that Great Bend game. And Garden City tied in the second quarter, 7-all.
That's going to be a great one.
Oh, yeah.
A matchup of the top team, a top-ranked team in 5A in Great Bend, and undefeated Garden City.
2nd and 17, trips to the left side for Castile, the backup quarterback under center. Indians bring extra guys. It's going to be a play-action pass. Castile over the middle. It is caught by O'Neal, who then gets hit and dropped. Dylan Scheibler is showing up big in this game. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Catch is made by O'Neal out of the backfield. His 2nd catch on the night, 6th on the year. Flag on the play. Now the official picks up the flag. Apparently no penalty. So 3rd and 10 on the 7-yard completion. Castile has now completed 3 consecutive passes.
And at 2nd and 18, Hayes High will give Abilene that gain.
3rd and 10. Abilene 2 for 3 on 3rd down. 3 wide receivers left. They run it behind that way. Base cuts back. Fumble on the play. Flag on the play. It's loose. Does Hayes High pick up the football? Now there's a wrestling match going on at the 50. And now another flag. 2 flags come in. Oh, my goodness. Looks like O'Neal and Scheibler got into it. Boy, Hayes High, you hope didn't. There's 3 flags on the play now. There was a fumble on the play. If Abilene got that back, Hayes High may have just given the Cowboys a first down on what would have been 4th and 10. Well, this is huge for the officiating crew.
There's a little bit to sort out.
Neither team is clapping one way or the other. Here we go. From the official. Dead ball. Personal foul, Hayes High Indians. And the Hayes High Indians on what would have been 4th and 10 just gave the Cowboys a gift. Boy, Hayes High just stopped Abilene and was going to force them to punt the football. And instead, it is their 2nd dead ball personal foul in the game.
I didn't get a really good look at what happened, but somebody might have jumped on the pile a bit late.
Boy, Base got the football. He fumbled after a 1-yard gain. Hayes High would have been facing on defense 4th and 10. Instead, the Cowboys have 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of Hayes High.
Just can't do that. And you heard Randall Rath in the pregame show mention that can't make mistakes, penalties, turnovers.
That's huge. That is huge. 2 wide receivers split, 1 to each side for Castile, who's in the I. Tight end left side. Castile will come under center. It's going to be a handoff to the fullback. Fullback is Base. Parker Base picks up maybe a yard at the ankles, making the tackle, Logan Schulte. Boy, Schulte's getting some valuable time here in the second half of the season. No gain on the play. And you start to get the feel. We said this is playoff football for Hayes High. Getting the feel, the Indians are responding.
Yeah, they sure are. They would like to play some meaningful football into November, and that all begins tonight by beating Abilene. They're up 7-6.
Boy, you'd like to have that play back, make Abilene have 4th down and 10 from midfield. It's a toss right side. It's the running back to pass down the field, incomplete. It's the fullback Trey Horner on his first pass attempt of the season. He overshoots his intended receiver. 3rd and 10 coming up again for the Cowboys.
This drive by Abilene began at their own 23-yard line with 53 seconds left in the first quarter, so this is quite a drive.
Hayes High will bring Dylan Scheibler out of the game. And in the left cornerback position now is going to be freshman Hayden Brown. So the 2 Browns are the cornerbacks. Their dad, head coach of this field right here. 3rd down and 10. Castile, high snap, goes over his head. Goes back to the 50 and falls on it. And that's going to be a loss back to the 49-yard line. It's a loss of 15 yards on 3rd down and 10. Hayes High is going to force from the same position the personal foul happened, a punt.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You don't want to see personal fouls, but that ended up not doing the Hayes High defense any harm, as Abilene now back in punting formation, so the Indian defense holds.
Markley will go back to receive the O'Neill punt from the 49 Indians. Block it! It's a blocked punt, and it's going to roll down to the 25, down to the 20. This still is going to be a great punt for O'Neill, despite the fact that it got blocked by the Indians. Goes all the way down to about the 17-yard line, but Hayes High has the ball and a 7-6 lead with 7:08 to go in the first half. The punt actually results pretty nice for O'Neill.
Yeah, most block punts do not go nearly that far.
34 yards. He punted in the first quarter for 31 on a punt that was down at the 1. Hayes High from their own 17 with the lead. Blackman, the running back to the right of Brown, 4 wide receivers. Brown to throw the screen to Blackman. He gets to the 15, to the 17, then flung down out of bounds late. No flag on the play. Tackled over there by the defensive end, Tucker Robinson, 240-pound junior. Well, he got out there quick. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. That's Dante Blackman's first career catch.
Last time Hayes High had the ball, 99-yard touchdown drive. They did that without their starting tailback, Colton Myers, who was injured on the defensive side of the football in the first quarter.
Brown 4 for 5 for 43 yards and a touchdown. 2nd down and 10, puts William Sennett in motion. They're going to give it to the speedy sophomore. Tries to catch the edge. He does 20, 25-yard line. First down as he gets out across the 25 near the 30. He gets out to the 29-yard line. Gain of 12 for William Sennett. His 2nd carry of the night.
How Sennett has done so far in this game and in mop-up duty last week. You kind of wonder where the sophomore has been all season long.
It's been hard to get him on the field. Hayes High, when healthy, had some guys that were just in front of him. William didn't play football last year. Played soccer a season ago. You got to get him back in the flow. Hayes High up 7-6, just over 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. 1st down and 10. It's an inside handoff. It's going to be to, I believe, Dylan Schmidberger on the carry. Let him unpile, and it was the fullback across the 30, out to the 32-yard line. You'll take 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good little gain for Dylan Schmidberger, the 178-pound junior, just to kind of keep that Abilene defense honest.
And now Sheevy brings the play in from the sideline. He will replace Schmidberger, I believe, on this play. Hayes High, 2nd and 7. Left to right from the 32-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the right side, including Ibarra, Sheevy, and Markley. One at left side, and now the snap goes through Hunter Brown's hands. He goes back and recovers inside of the 20-yard line. Brown may have taken his eyes off that snap, went right up and through his hands. Hayes High, instead of a 2nd and 7 play, are going to have to go 3rd down from their own 19-yard line, 3rd and 20.
And I don't know what you do here on 3rd and long if you put the ball in the air.
Quarterback draw would be my bet. Here comes William Sennett, though. 5 minutes to go, first half. We've seen a little bit of everything so far from the 19. Each team with a bad snap, resulting in what may be punts for each team. Brown out of that shotgun formation. It is going to be a pass. He looks down the middle for Markley. Makes an amazing catch at the 45-yard line. Markley took it away from 3 guys, and he'll be marked down at the 46-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 27 yards and a 1st down.
Markley had that in his hands, and then he juggled it, and I thought, no way he's going to hold on to it. Got his hands underneath the ball, brought it back to his body, and caught it for a big Hayes High 1st down.
Boy, all year it seems like Hayes High, when there needed to be a big play, they just could not come up with it. That's 3rd and 20, and Hayes High converts. Offset I formation on 1st and 10. It's a keeper by the quarterback. Hunter Brown gets a block. Now just has to spin down to the turf. It's a loss of 1. Hunter probably should have cut it up on the first hole that he saw. Yep. Remember that second drive of the game, he got to the outside a couple of times, probably was in the back of his mind.
How many 3rd and 20s has Hayes High converted this year?
I'm willing to bet that's the first, even though they converted a couple of 4th and 20s at Scott City for touchdowns. Of course, when you got Shane Barons jumping up in the end zone for a touchdown, that helps out. 2nd and 11, straight I formation from the 45. Blackman, straight handoff. Oh, got to protect that football. Gets hit hard as he gets 2 yards out to the 47-yard line. 2-yard gain for Dante Blackman.
That was defensive tackle Logan Rickeman with the tackle, 205-pound Abilene Cowboys senior.
Hayes High 2 for 3 on 3rd downs tonight. They were 2 for 8 last week against McPherson and just 30% this year. 3:20 to go in the second quarter. Hayes High with a 7-6 lead, and they get the football to start the second half. Hayes High needs to get this play out. Play clock down to 10, down to 9, down to 8. Hayes High is just going to end up having to use a timeout. I don't know if that was the initial plan or not, but they'll use the second of 3 timeouts. And, boy, this could be a huge play here, Mike Holliday. 3rd and 20 was huge to convert. But if Hayes High can convert here, A, they can continue to wind down the clock. B, maybe put themselves in a chance to score again.
Well, yeah, they'll be in Abilene territory and maybe even 4-down territory, looking for another big drive. 99-yard touchdown drive by Hayes High. And they made the extra point. Abilene scoring first, missing the extra point. It's 7-6 with 3:04 left in the first half.
Indian football brought to you by Insurance Planning, Hayes Chevrolet, Discount Siding, and 4 Days Auto Sales. One of the keys to the game tonight, Mike Holliday, was the Hayes High Indians, Indian pride, believing they can win, starting to see that belief build here in the first quarter. I know it's 7-6, but it's against an undefeated team.
We're not just seeing that with the players that are in the game. We're seeing that on the Hayes High sidelines, too, as those players that haven't played yet getting excited for those that have.
Abilene out of timeouts in the first half. Hayes High with 1 remaining. 3rd down and 9 from their own 47. Just converted on 3rd and 20 on a 27-yard pass play on a ESPN quality catch by Keaton Markley. It is catch number 9 on the season for him. 3 wide receivers left. 1 to the right is Mason Ibarra. Schmidberger in the backfield with Hunter Brown. Abilene does not bring the blitz. Time to throw for Hunter Brown to Markley. Another big-time catch. Makes the catch at the 36-yard line. They'll give him the extra yard to the 35. It's a gain of 18 yards for a first down to Keaton Markley.
Got to recognize that Hayes High offensive line as well, giving Hunter Brown enough time to find Markley. Second big catch. Great job by Markley and Sheevy thus far in this game.
3rd and 20 and 3rd and 9 converted on this drive. Hayes High now is at the Abilene 35-yard line. A 10-play, 99-yard drive to take the lead. This drive started at their own 17. Hill, wide receiver left, 3 to the right. Sinnott is in the slot. Mason Ibarra to the right. Hayes High is going to have to take their final timeout. Something was not aligned correctly, and Hayes High will take their final timeout of the first half with 2:32 remaining before halftime and a 7-6 lead. Indian football brought to you by High Plains Roofing, Commerce Bank, High Plains Farm Credit, Classic Quality Body Shop, Roof Masters, Hertz Rent-A-Car, and Steel Fabrications.
Ideally, you'd want a timeout or 2 with 2:32 left in the first half. Still plenty of time for Hayes High, but Hunter Brown and this offense, they want to get it right, and I have no problem with that timeout.
Well, and you're looking here, can you go down and score, any type of score, and then you get the ball to start the second half? Hayes High can, in a way, possibly take a 2-possession lead early in the third quarter if things go their way. Hayes High hasn't had things go their way a lot this year, but hey, maybe it's time. Week number 2 of district play. So here we go. First down and 10 from the 35. Again, that's the Indians' final timeout. Abilene doesn't have any either. 3 wide receivers to the right side. Ibarra, Sheevy, and William Sinnott. Ibarra doesn't have a catch yet. Maybe it's time for Ibarra to break loose for one of their first, or for what would be his first reception of the game. Hill, the lone wide receiver to the left. No tight ends on this play. Schmidberger in the backfield with Hunter Brown. 4 down linemen on 1st and 10 for Abilene. They show the blitz. They bring the blitz from the left side. It's going to be a handoff to Sinnott. Sinnott is going to lose a yard on the play. They ran away from the blitz, but Sinnott just never had an opportunity to get past the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard and a half back behind the 36-yard line, called a loss of 1. Gained 12 yards the first time they ran that play.
And Sennett's not very big. It's just difficult for him to break a tackle.
2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Sheevy and Ibarra to the right side this time. Brown out of the shotgun on 2nd and 11. Pump fake, looking down the field for Tyrese Hill. Gets run into, and there's the flag. Hill tried to go left and then break back to the right. The cornerback ran square into him. That is Michael Anguano, and it should be a pass interference on the Abilene Cowboys, but we'll check. The official checking. Pass interference. Abilene Cowboys, free first down for the Indians on the Abilene Cowboys' fourth penalty of the first half.
And Hayes High has just been penalized so many times throughout this season, so just nice to see some penalties working in their favor.
Hayes High gets the ball at the 21-yard line, trying to go in and score. Hunter Brown gets the play from Art Schindler on the sideline. Trey Van Pelt takes that offensive line to the ball at the left hash. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Brown out of that shotgun takes the snap against the blitz. It's a keeper by him to that right side. Nowhere to run, but makes the corner at the 20-yard line, ushered out of bounds at the 21. If they mark him at the 21, it's no gain on the play, but he stopped the clock with 1:49 remaining. He'll lose a yard back to the 22. In pregame warm-ups, Logan Clark hit 2 50-yard field goals. They're inside that field goal range now.
And there is no wind here at Lewis Field Stadium tonight.
73 degrees at kickoff. Expected to drop down to 57 by the time the game's over. Here comes Shane Behrens into the ball game. If nothing else, that's the biggest decoy Hayes High has ever run into a game. 6'4", 221, all-league as a sophomore and junior. He was the only sophomore to get all-league honors as a defensive end. 4 wide receivers. Brown to throw. Looks left side. Finds Markley. Makes a man miss. Gets to the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Not enough for a first down, but Hayes High has 3rd and short. They're going to have to get up to the line. No timeouts remaining. Markley's 3rd catch of the night. They'll mark him at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
We mentioned the 99-yard touchdown drive. This drive for Hayes High began on their own 17. They're putting together another dandy.
This is 3rd down and about 4. Hayes High running a guy onto the field late at the 15-yard line. Hayes High 3 for 4 on 3rd down. Hunter Brown, keeper right side, didn't get there. Going to get a yard, and that's it. But it sets up a field goal opportunity for Logan Clark. Again, Hayes High without a timeout. 1 minute to go in the second quarter, and Logan Clark trots out on the field for a field goal. He's hit from 20, 38, and 27. He's 3 for 6 this year. This will be a 30-yard field goal. Hayes High up 7-6 and looking to take an extra 3 points onto the board. It's a 31-yard field goal. Hunter Brown, the holder. Clark, the kicker, from just inside the left hash. Kick is up. It's on the way. It's got the distance. It is good. And the Hayes High Indians have a 10-6 lead with 34 seconds to go in this first half. It's not a touchdown, Mike Holliday, but it's points on the board.
It's points on the board, and it's 10 unanswered points. And also, Abilene is left with very little time, just 34 seconds left before halftime. Hayes High will get the ball to begin the second half as well. So things certainly going in the Hayes High Indians' favor. Abilene taking a quick 6-0 lead to begin the game on their first drive, a 55-yard touchdown drive, just running all over the place on the Hayes High defense, but they have really tightened things up since that initial touchdown drive. 10 unanswered points gives the Indians a 10-6 lead just before halftime.
34 seconds remaining on the clock. This might be the biggest 34 seconds of the game right now for the Hayes High Indians defensively. You want to make sure you hold on to that lead after the first 2 quarters.
It's over a 6.5-minute drive by Hayes High.
69 yards on that drive that took 11 plays. Twice converting on 3rd and 9 and 3rd and 20. 31-yard field goal by Logan Clark is his 4th field goal of the year. And the second longest of his season. So he'll tee it up from the 40. He's gone short pooch kick and then a little bit longer kick. Again, no wind in this game. This one's a kick towards the left sideline. Anguano from the 15 to the 20 to 25 and gets undercut. Boy, Hayes High special teams are rocking right now. That's a big-time Tackle at the ankles made by the Hayes High Indians, Isaac Zimmerman. And so Abilene has the ball at the 25-yard line with 31 seconds to go in the half. Hayes High will probably put a couple of guys deep. You just simply cannot give up points here. Here comes William Sinnott into the secondary. He's essentially the nickelback in this formation for Hayes High. 31 seconds to go. Abilene from the 24-yard line. How big do they try to go? Wide receiver out to the right side is going to be Carter Wildley. Michael Anguano to the left. Tied into the left side is Ben Veach on the I formation. Handoff O'Neal. O'Neal bottled up. Now he breaks it out. He's at the 30-yard line. Goes to the 35. He gets tackled by Keaton Markley out at the 41-yard line. No timeouts, but the clock stops as the first down is made. 22 seconds to go before halftime. Hayes High up 10-6. The ball goes out to the 41. It's a 17-yard run by Parker O'Neal.
Will Abilene really let their backup quarterback air it out?
Abilene will spike the ball with 16 seconds to go before halftime. That backup quarterback, Trevor Castile, tonight with that spike is 3 for 6 for 36 yards. All the completions to the wide receiver or to the running backs, and honestly, one of them was tipped. Hayes High tried to make the right play and just tip it right down to the ground, and Abilene's Parker O'Neal made an amazing catch. Split wide receiver, same formation. Anguano left to the right side is going to be Wildly. I formation. It's going to be a play action pass. Near side for Anguano. Catches at the 45, pushed out of bounds by Hunter Brown. Takes 6 more seconds off the clock, down to 10 seconds. Third down from the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And Hayes High will give up plays like that. Just 10 seconds left. Abilene does not have a real strong kicking game.
This is where they're probably missing Ryan Wilson more than anything right now. The 6'3", 180-pound quarterback was 29 for 50 for 467 yards. Not a big arm, but a little bit more capable of throwing it down the field. Brown and Scheibler are going to switch sides at cornerback. Third down and 5 with 10 seconds to go before the half. Hayes High up 10-6. It's going to be Castile to throw, under pressure. Throws right side to Anguano, catches at the 50. He's not going to get the first down. Hunter Brown drove him backwards and out of bounds with 3 seconds to go in the half. A pickup of 4, no first down on the catch by Anguano.
I don't know if Anguano knew where the first down marker was, but Hunter Brown certainly did.
That's one of Hunter Brown's most aggressive tackles of this season. 4th and 1. Does Abilene air it out here on this play from the 50? Abilene held without points after getting into the Indian red zone early. I formation. 4th and 1. Final play, barring a defensive penalty of the first half. Castile drops straight back. He's going to heave one up down the field. It is going to be well short. It's caught. Now he just flips it up in the air, and it's going to be ruled an incomplete pass, and that's the half. Hayes High leads 10-6 over the Abilene Cowboys. Boy, if you're Hayes High, Mike Holliday, I don't know if you want halftime to get here. Hayes High with the momentum right now.
Yeah, let's just keep playing. What a half of football for Hayes High against the undefeated Abilene Cowboys. A 10-6 Indian lead at halftime after being down 6-0 early on and being backed up at their own 1-yard line. That's been my most impressive moment of this first half, is Hunter Brown getting from their own 1, the shadow of their own end zone, getting a first down and keeping that drive going and eventually scoring a touchdown to take a 7-6 lead. A field goal gives them a 10-6 advantage at halftime.
We'll take a break. Halftime is here. Hayes High over Abilene 10-6 on senior night at Lewis Field Stadium. This is Hayes High Indian football.
This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Bernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Mary Ann, Bonnie, and the staff at Bernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Ryan today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Mary Ann, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Ryan today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Their customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Mary Ann, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Ryan today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties, before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Their customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Bernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Ryan today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties, before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere.
We get set for the second half. Hayes High leads the Abilene Cowboys 10-6 in district play and a must-win for the Hayes High Indians. Your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update in the second quarter. It is TMP over Russell 20-7. McPherson in the early third quarter leading Wamego 14-0. That's the other district game. Garden City and Great Bend tied at 7 for the conference championship at halftime. Dodge City is just all over Liberal tonight, 42-7, and Hayes High over Abilene, 10-6. Make your grass the greener side of the fence. It starts with spraying in the fall by Hayes Kalon. Call Kirk Maska 623-0674. Kurt Viner 623-8427. Dustin Armbruster, Mike Holliday back with you, as well as for ECTV and Hayes Post Harrison. We've got Rafe Dent at the KFIX studio. Mike Holliday, huge first drive of the second half coming up here for the Indians with a 10-6 lead.
What would a touchdown drive do for Hayes High to go up by 2 possessions with Abilene using a backup quarterback? They'd have to feel pretty darn good. They just need to continue to play mistake-free football. Just 3 penalties in the first half, no turnovers. It was a well-played first half for Hayes High.
Dylan Scheibler to the right side to return. In the middle, it's William Sinnott. To the left side, it is going to be Creamer. It's going to be Sinnott backing up to the 10-yard line. The sophomore to the 15, to the 20. Right side return 25, to the 30, to the 35, right sideline 40. He's at midfield and gets ushered out of bounds there. William Sinnott, big-time return. Now a flag comes in on the play. Well behind the play at the 46-yard line. Did Hayes High hurt themselves in special teams again? 42-yard return by William Sinnott.
Well, it's going to hurt him. It just kind of depends on where this happened.
Personal foul against the Hayes High Indians, their third of the game. Instead of starting at the Abilene 48-yard line, the penalty happened at the 44. It's a 15-yard penalty, and Hayes High is backed up to their own 29. Boy, Hayes High at times tonight is their own worst enemy, is their third personal foul of the game. Well, that's a momentum swinger. William Sinnott, 42-yard return, wiped off the board.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. That was number one for Hayes High to get a good return. They got that, but the penalty just backs them up.
Tied into the right side in the I formation for Hunter Brown. Brown, handoff, Dante Blackman right side, gets a hole, gets across the 30. Nice gain for Dante Blackman of 5 yards out to the 34-yard line. Mike Holliday, one of the keys in that first half for Hayes High was time-consuming drives. 4:45 on their touchdown, 6:37 on their field goal.
That's right, and wearing that Abilene defense down as they got closer to the goal line. Colton Myers, the starting tailback, not playing. He was injured defensively in the first half.
From the 34 in that I formation, handoff Dylan Schmidberger sheds the first tackle. A second tackle, first down at the 40. He may get to the 41. They will. They'll mark him to the 41 on a gain of 7, Dylan Schmidberger. Boy, fullbacks don't get a lot of glory, do they?
They do not. That's one of his best runs of the year. Coming into the game, 33 carries, just 96 yards on the ground, but he keeps the chains moving.
Puts him over the century mark
That's
for the season.
right.
There you go, Dylan. Tyrese Hill, wide receiver left. Shane Barron's in on the offensive line, tight end right. Slot left is Keaton Markley for this first down play from the 41. Offset eye. Keeper Hunter Brown tries to hit the edge. He gets a block at the 45, gets another block there and pushed out of bounds as he gets to the 47-yard line. Good job by Dylan Schmidberger. He got the initial block and then had to block the same guy to spring Hunter Brown for the extra 2 yards to the 47. Gain of 6.
Sometimes Hunter Brown runs a little bit too much east-west.
Do you think Dad, Chris Brown, might bring that up from time to time?
I would think so.
From the 47, second down and 4 for the Indians after the 6-yard run. Leading 10-6, early stages, third quarter. Tied in right side, slot right side, split in the backfield. Hunter Brown keeps to that right side, 50-yard line, first down into Abilene territory. How about Chance Brungart blocking his guy inside of the 40-yard line? The senior's starting to get fired up a little bit. First down, Hayes High, just inside the 49-yard line of Abilene, where this drive should have started.
And Brown, the junior quarterback, just following his blockers.
Well, that's exactly right. That was not a lot of design on that one, right? Man up, see if you can block the guy across from you. 4-down lineman for Abilene. First down, Hayes High. Blackman stutter steps, keeps the ball tucked to his right shoulder. He's going to pick up a couple of yards. We'll give him 2 to the 47-yard line. Hayes High just working that ball right to left into Cowboy territory. Dante Blackman had 5 carries for 18 yards on the season. That was his 4th carry tonight. He'll come out of the game. Indians will spread it out, bringing Shane Barron's out. Markley, wide receiver to the right. Ibarra over there as well as Wyatt Sheevy. Tyrese Hill to the left. Second down, 8.5 yards. For Hayes High, Abilene brings the blitz from the edge. Brown to throw, under some pressure, throws late. It is caught. Laying out for it is going to be the Indians' Keaton Markley. If he catches that in stride, he gets big-time yardage. Just too much pressure in the backfield, a gain of just 1.
Markley has really good hands. We saw that in the first half. And these receivers are underclassmen, a majority of them, so a lot of excitement upcoming in the passing game for Hayes High.
Markley had 8 catches on the year. He has 4 more tonight for 53 yards. Barron's in, Ibarra out. Markley comes out for this 3rd down and 7 play. In the first half, Hayes High 3 for 5 on 3rd down. Their first attempt in the second half coming up. And it needs to be in the next 5 seconds as the play clock winds down. Brown under center for this play. He's going to roll out to the left. The play action pass throws from Markley. It is caught, first down as he goes inside the 35 down to the 32-yard line. The Indians roll out a tough pass because you got to throw across your body, but Hayes High converts on the 14-yard pass.
And Hayes High not just converting 3rd downs, they're converting 3rd and long, 3rd and 10, 20. Getting a first down there, 4-down territory, you would assume, for Hayes High. So they've got a good-looking drive going to start this second half.
Brown has converted 9 of 10 passing. He's completed 9 in a row, and his last 5 passes, all to Keaton Markley. Now down to the 32-yard line. Indians run William Sinnott onto the field late. Still 13 seconds on the play clock. 3 wide receivers to the right. Tyrese Hill to the left. Abilene brings the blitz from the edge. Brown wants to keep it. Up the middle. Gets by the initial surge. The blitz came on the end by a new player into the game for Abilene. That is Hunter Sprouse, the junior linebacker, was in for a couple of plays.
Another case of Hunter Brown making something out of a potential loss. Gets 2 yards.
To the 30-yard line. This drive has taken 3.5 minutes. Indians got a 42-yard kickoff return by the Indians' sophomore, William Sinnott, but called on a personal foul. Backed him up. Second down, 4 wide receivers for Brown. Wants to screen right. Instead, screen left to Tyrese Hill. His first career catch takes him inside the 30, where he breaks a tackle at the 25 and gets down to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 9. This should be a first down for the Hayes High Indians. They're going to mark him at the 22. That's close, but it's enough for a first down. At the 22, Tyrese Hill, first career catch.
That is a good-looking play, and this Hayes High offense has Abilene on their heels. They don't know what they're getting hit with.
Well, they're getting hit with guys who haven't seen big time. I formation. Markley is the running back this time. They hand it off to Keaton, gets hit in the backfield and dropped. Boy, missed defensive lineman assignment that time. That was Dawson Whiteley, the nose guard, unblocked, a loss of a yard on the play.
One weakness for Hayes High in this game offensively is they have not gotten a lot of positive yards on first down.
Now they face 2nd and 11 here. Barron's out, Wyatt Sheevy out, Tyrese Hill to the left, 3 wide receivers to the right. Markley in the slot, to the right of him, Sinnott, and Mason Ibarra to the far right side of the numbers. Brown in the shotgun with Schmidberger. Abilene brings the blitz under pressure. Brown has to fade to the right, throw it, and it's almost intercepted. Pressure in the backfield by defensive end Tucker Robinson. Hayes High may want to try to go with a hard count. Abilene's bringing those blitzers hard on the side. 3rd and 11. Hayes High at the 22-yard line is on the reaches of Logan Clark field goal range right now, which would be huge to make it a full 1-touchdown game.
And Abilene missing an extra point on their touchdown.
And you wonder if Abilene, should they score in a situation like that, if they would just go for 2. Mm-hmm. So Markley out for this 3rd down and 11 play. Sheevy into the right, Hill to the right. Hayes High's got to hurry up. 6 on the play clock. Brown now realizes there's not enough guys on the field. Hayes High's going to have to take a timeout. In the second half, that is costly.
Timeout, Indians.
So the Indians use their first timeout of the half, but like you said in the first half, Mike Holliday, you got to get this right on 3rd down and 11 from your opponent 22, leading by 4 points.
Such a big drive to open up this second half, up by 4, 10-6, and another good-looking drive by Hayes High. Just 7 total possessions between the teams in the first half. Hayes High had the ball just 3 times.
Indian football brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, Thomas More Prep Marion, Carpet One of Hayes, Vitsum Decorating Center, and Thirsties on Vine in Hayes. Big time 3rd down and 11 coming up from the 22-yard line. Indians 1 for 1 on this drive, converting on 3rd down, and 4 for 6 in the game easily. Their best game converting 3rd downs this year, just 30% on the season.
If you've watched Hayes High football throughout the year and you're not at the game tonight, they did convert a 3rd and 20 in the first half, and you're saying, how in the world did that happen?
27-yard play to Keaton Markley. Pistol for Brown this time, puts a man in motion. It's an option play right. Brown's going to keep it himself, have to cut back, needs to get at least back to the line of scrimmage, and does so. Now he gets up the right sideline, can't get the first down, but gets inside the 15. Boy, you talk about making something out of nothing. Hunter Brown somehow gets down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9 on the play, but it sets up 4th down for Hayes High. 4th down about 4, 4th down and 2, and they're going to line up to go for it on 4th and 2. Hayes High in field goal range, but looking for more here. Shane Barron's into the game. Indians this year 10 for 19 on 4th down. Or are they just trying to draw them off sides? Markley out of the game late. Brown in that shotgun formation. Long snap count. They go for it on 4th down. Brown, play action to Shane Barron's. Makes the catch at the 10. At the 5. Run through defender. Touchdown! Hayes High Indians! Shane Barron's on senior night is back in a big way. 14-yard completion, and the Hayes High Indians go up 16-6 on 4th down.
Oh, so good to have Shane Barron's back. The big tight end has such soft hands. Kind of a shoestring catch, but an effortless catch, and he rumbles into the end zone, and a 2-possession lead now for the Indians.
Shane Barron's first catch since the Liberal game. His 3rd touchdown of the year, and on his touchdowns this year, 2 of them are on 4th down. Here's Logan Clark for what is now a big-time extra point to make it an 11-point game. Kick up by Logan, end over end. It is through the uprights, and Hayes High is up 17-6 on a 5-minute, 1-second drive. Hayes High converting on 3rd and 7 and 4th and 2.
That's 17 unanswered points for the Indians, who fell down early 6-0, and they have stormed back to take an 11-point lead and really doing about what they wanted offensively on that possession. We talked about how important that drive was to open up the second half, and they get a touchdown and a 2-possession lead out of it. Nice work by the Hayes High offense.
Hayes High 12 plays. Mike Hall, they've gone 10 plays, touchdown, 11 plays, field goal, 12 plays, touchdown on drives of 445, 637, and 501. I know Randall Rath isn't smiling right now because the game's not over, But, boy, drives like that makes the longtime head coach happy because that's everything he wants in a drive.
It is just shy of a 5-minute drive, too. Taking time off that clock. Now the Indian defense will go to work. And Shane Behrens, well, it doesn't look like there's too much rust there.
Well, you're right. He made that catch, and it was a tough catch, and then he kind of bobbled trying to bring it up to his body. Shane, though, 6'4", 221. He got met at the 4 and didn't slow down at all. That was a train on the tracks, and unfortunately somebody for the Abilene Cowboys got in the way. So Logan Clark will kick off. Again, probably looking at a more short pooch kick type from the Indian junior kicker. Hayes High punt on their first drive, go touchdown, field goal touchdown, 12 plays, 71 yards, 5 minutes and 1 second on that drive. Clark will kick off, checks the sidelines to see where this kickoff should go. Clark is going to high pooch kick left sideline. It's going to make an over-the-shoulder catch, and a fair catch called for by one of the Abilene Cowboys. That is their up blocker, Colton Smith, a senior. So the Cowboys, good field position, a decent field position at the 25-yard line, left to right. Their first drive of the second half comes with 6:59 to go in the third quarter. First half, they went touchdown, punt, and then turnover on downs at the end of the half.
That's a really good pooch kick, though, as Abilene doesn't get a big return out of that. We saw a poor one to begin the game that gave Abilene the ball at their own 45. This is 20 yards of field position difference in favor of Hayes High.
Hayes High up by 11, wishbone formation. Handoff goes to Parker O'Neill, tries to get it to the outside, 30, watch out, 35, and Keaton Markley pushes him out near the 40. That's a 13-yard run marked out at the 38. Abilene goes back to what worked so well on that first drive of the game. Just give it to Parker O'Neill and let the big 190-pound senior tailback go to work.
Hayes High run defense really stiffening in the first half after that initial touchdown, so they'll need to dig deep here on the turf of Lewis Field Stadium. Up 17-6.
Abilene 94 yards rushing in the first half, but 47 of those came on the first drive of the game. Handoff, Parker Bass gets cut down in the backfield. That is going to be Xavier Danduran on the blitz. Parker Bass taken down deep in the backfield. They'll mark him down at the 35-yard line. It's a loss of 3 yards on the play.
Xavier Danduran is just a football player. Loves the game. Just a hard-nosed kid.
It'll be second down and 13 from the 35. Trevor Castile, the backup quarterback with the wishbone behind him, double tight end formation. Veach is the tight end to the right side, also one of their wide receivers. Long snap count. Hayes High holds and a timeout Abilene. Good job by the Indians. They've been bit so many times this year by jumping off sides and giving free first downs or at least a free 5 yards to the opposing team. So Abilene takes their first timeout of the second half, each team with 2 timeouts remaining.
Halftime in Wamego, kind of a curious score as McPherson leading that one 7-0. They scored in the first quarter, no scoring at all in the second quarter. McPherson looking to go to 6-2 and being in control of this district, but Abilene giving them quite a game against 7-0 at halftime, or Wamego giving them a game. Wamego with 2 straight home games to end the regular season, and they lost to Abilene last week, 50-14 to begin district play.
Second down and 13 for the Cowboys from their own 35-yard line. Castile now will have 4 wide receivers, 2 right, 2 left. He'll have a protector in the backfield, Parker Bass. Castile takes the shotgun snap. It's a pass, looks left side. It is complete, and in motion making the catch is going to be Carter Wildly. Just his 5th catch of the season takes it into Hayes High territory to the 47. That's a gain of 18 yards.
Wildly not a starter at receiver, but he is a 6'3", 180-pound senior with good size. He was just too wide open.
18 yards on second down and 13. 63 yards passing for Castile now on 6 of 10. He'll go back to the shotgun. Hayes High up by 11 inside 6 minutes to go third quarter. Indians don't bring a blitz. Castile to throw over the middle. A catch made by Michael Anguano. Boy, again, two open. Hayes High secondary kind of looking at each other. And is Abilene going to have to go air attack here as all of a sudden their backup quarterback, Castile, is making some big-time throws?
He is, and he is getting the ball out of his hands very quickly. These receivers have some speed.
That is a gain of 14 yards on that play. And now whistles and an official's timeout. Not sure what, if anything, was the case there. Ball to the 31-yard line. Castile takes the snap. Low snap. He's going to have to just keep it and run, and he's going to get positive yards out of it. I don't know if that was a designed run or not, but Castile had to pick up the snap off his shoestrings. He'll get to the 28. His first carry goes for 3 yards.
Abilene has had some problems with the snap. They do have a backup center in there, it looks like, as their starting center was hurt in the first half. 210-pound senior. Let's see. Colton Rankin is in there at center now for Abilene.
2nd and 7 to throw as Castile looks over the right side. It's almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of the Hayes High Indians. That was Xavier Danduran. If he makes the pick, he is gone the other way for 6.
He could walk into the end zone. There was nothing but green turf in front of him. Nice coverage.
Boy, that was almost been a catch, to be honest with you. Abilene had a deflected catch in the first half. 4:40 to go. First, make that third quarter. Hayes High up 17-6. But you got to imagine Abilene's in 4-down territory right now at the 28-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 2 by 2 for Castile. Short drop, throws to the sideline, caught by Veach, makes a man miss at the 20. He's at the 15, down to the 5, and taken down at the 4. 24-yard pass completion to a wide-open Veach who made a man miss.
Hayes High playing too far off these wide-open receivers for Abilene, and they are just ripping the Indian secondary.
Veach, his first catch of the night. Abilene has gone air attack. They only average 102 yards passing a game. Castile with 101 tonight. He had 102 last week against Wamego. Actually, they average 88 a game. First and goal from the 4-yard line for the Cowboys. Handoff, O'Neal, couple of sidesteps, and he's going to get drilled at the 3.5-yard line. He won't pick up anything on the run. Abilene's been in the red zone twice in the first half, a touchdown and a punt. They got backed up because of some penalties and then a loss of yards on a play. Had to punt the ball away. That went down to the 1. Hayes High went 99 yards on the next drive to take the lead.
This is where the Cowboys feel pretty comfortable, though, just 3 yards from the end zone with their 208-pound and 190-pound running backs.
2nd and goal from the 4 after no gain. Castile under center, toss left side, O'Neal. He has an angle to the sideline. He's going to score a touchdown. Oh, did he get pushed out? Oh, no, they're going to say a touchdown, O'Neal. Well, that's a good play by Hunter Brown. I don't think the official, as he was trying to catch Hunter Brown, saw the whole play. It's a touchdown, and we have a ball game, 17-12. Abilene probably going for 2 here to make it a field goal game.
Barely getting it into the end zone as Brown stretched that play out. And, yeah, they will go for 2, will the Cowboys.
Parker O'Neal's 16th rushing touchdown of the year, his 2nd tonight. And so going for 2, this is big. 5-point ball game right now. Shotgun for Castile. 1 in the backfield is Parker Bass. Castile wants to throw, looking left the whole way, now over the middle, it's incomplete, and it's actually intercepted. It's taken away by Keaton Markley. It remains a 5-point ball game, 17-12. Hayes High up by 5 with 3:27 to go in the third quarter. The good and the bad about it, Mike Holliday. The good is that Hayes High has a 5-point lead. The bad, that was pretty simple for the Abilene Cowboys.
Got most of that yardage through the air, and that was a 9-play drive, 65-yard touchdown drive by Abilene. Their first points since 7:52 to go in the first quarter. 17-12, yeah, we got a ball game, and you had a feeling that Abilene would come back in this game. No lead really all that safe.
3:32 on the drive. So Abilene's gone touchdown on their first drives of each half. Hayes High has scored on each of their last 3 drives. Went punt first drive of the first half, and then touchdown, field goal, touchdown. Last time the Indians had a long return of 42 yards.
They need another long return. How about a long penalty-free return?
Tavian Creamer, a freshman, is back at about the 20-yard line. Scheibler on the opposite 20. Sinnott at the 15. The kickoff is going to be an end-over-end. Creamer, the freshman, is going to have to take it from the 14-yard line. Left side return 20. Tries to go the other side. Gets to the 25, and that's about it. That's where the freshman needs to, in his first ever varsity action. He was in kickoff return coverage a week ago, but never had the ball kicked to him. Just run it up the middle and get as many as you can. Hayes High will start at the 24-yard line, leading by 4 and trying to add on to it. Here's Mason Ibarra in for Dante Blackman. Hunter Brown jogs in from the sideline with the play for the Hayes High Indians. 3:20 to go, third quarter, an eternity still in this game. But very few drives. Hayes High's had the ball 4 times, Abilene 5 times. 4 wide receivers for Hunter Brown. 2 right, and 2 left. Schmidberger in the backfield. Markley in motion, right to left. Brown's going to keep it on the jet sweep. Get up to the 30, 35, left sideline 40. He's at midfield. Abilene territory 40, 35, and runs out of bounds after the big play by the quarterback, Hunter Brown. Brown faked the jet sweep motion. He goes left side, and he picks up big yardage for the Hayes High Indians on their biggest play of the game.
Outstanding field vision and awareness by Hunter Brown to get all the way downfield. What a run by the junior quarterback.
44 yards for Hunter Brown to put him over the century mark tonight. For the Hayes High Indians, it is their 4th longest run of the season. It's Brown's longest run. Colton Myers has had runs of 54, 51, and 50 yards against Garden City, Valley Center, and against McPherson. And now Brown, his longest run, Tyrese Hill down on the field with cramps. And so we have a stoppage in play. Hayes High Indian football brought to you by Paul Wartenberger Construction. Service Master Clean of Hayes, Master Cleaners, and Lifetime Dental Care. That play takes a while to develop, and the offensive line blocked it really well.
The offensive line has to be so patient on a play like that. And they sprung Hunter Brown for a big gain.
You just can't give anything on that offensive line on that particular play, because if anybody gets into the backfield, all of a sudden Hunter Brown or Keaton Markley is just trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Hill is up and going to walk off the sideline. Trey Van Pelt at center. Freddie Haynes, Jack Fort, the guards. Logan Schulte, Connor Winter are the tackles tonight. 3:11 to go, third quarter. Hayes High up 17-12. Abilene just scored, but the 2-point conversion try was intercepted by Keaton Markley. Indians lost their starting running back, Colton Myers, on the first defensive series of the game. Boy, they've just thrown basically everything in the playbook at this game so far tonight.
And so many of these young players getting in and contributing and having success.
Ibarra and Markley to the right, Sheevy to the left, along with Hayden Brown, Hunter's younger brother, and a flag. Is there too many on the field? Yep, 12 on the field, and that's out of a huddle on the sideline because of the injury to Tyrese Hill. That's a costly 5 yards when you're at 1st and 10. So now 1st and 15. And now the momentum kind of taken out of the Indian sails. They had just got the 44-yard run, but then had play stopped on the injury timeout. Now a negative 5 yards. Hayes High from the 37 on the left hash. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Pistol formation, option play. It's going to be to William Sinnott, who's going to throw down the field to Markley, makes the catch at the 5-yard line. William Sinnott down to Keaton Markley. The trick play goes all the way inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line. It's a 33-yard pass play from Sinnott to Markley.
When did Randall Raff turn into Les Miles with these trick plays? My goodness, he had to wait on the football, but that was executed perfectly.
100 yards receiving now for Keaton Markley. He had 121 on the season. The ball down to the 4. Indians pounding on the doorstep. It's a handoff. Blackman bounces off a tackle, stays on his feet, down to about the 2-yard line. Indians 2 for 2 in the red zone tonight. A touchdown and field goal. In the red zone this year, 12 for 16. 2 minutes to go. Third quarter, a 1-yard gain. Down to the 3 for Dante Blackman.
This Abilene defense is reeling. They don't know what Hayes High is going to throw at them from play to play.
William Sinnott, 4 carries, 68 yards, a touchdown last week. This week as a running back, 1-for-1 passing. Brown from the 3, under center. He's going to keep it himself. Go right side, try to stretch it to the sideline. Size up to defender, gets into the end zone. He's in! Touchdown, Hayes High Indians. The swift feet of Hunter Brown kept himself inside the sideline and then just dives for the end zone, and the Indians get a rushing touchdown, and they're up now 23-12. Here comes Logan Clark for the extra points.
Hunter Brown isn't the biggest, he's not the fastest, but he never, and I mean ever, gives up on a play.
Sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. He never gives up on a play. Here is the Logan Clark extra point. It's blocked. It's blocked straight up in the air, and you can't return that in high school football, but it's big because it's an 11-point game, 23-12, and so Abilene needs 2 possessions here to make this possible. And Randall Rath is saying that there's leaping on the play, that the Abilene Cowboys pushed off on the back to get up in the air and block that kick.
He might have a point.
Because that was well off the foot of Logan Clark. Well, 23-12, Hayes High uses big plays for the first time tonight to get into the end zone, and one of them a trick play.
A perfectly executed trick play. So 2 possessions in the second half and 2 touchdowns by Hayes High as they take an 11-point lead. Largest lead of the game, 23-12.
4 plays from the 24-yard line. That include the 44-yard Hunter Brown run.
Yeah, there's your other big play on that possession. Hayes High beginning that drive at their own 25.
4 plays and 76 yards on that drive, and that's one of the shorter drives of the entire night. Took less than 2 minutes, 1:58, 23-12. Abilene has missed an extra point tonight, had a 2-point conversion get intercepted. Hayes High right there has an extra point get blocked. How will those come to play in the fourth quarter? 23-12, Hayes High up. 3 possessions in the second half between the 2 teams, 3 touchdowns. The kickoff by Clark. Short kick, left side, it bounces. It's on the turf. It's going to be picked up by one of the Abilene Cowboys. It's going to be Horner, the fullback, spins off 2 tackles and then gets tripped up at the last minute by Keaton Markley. Boy, Horner, the fullback, like a pinball machine at the 40, stays on his feet and gets out to the 50-yard line. They might mark him at the 49 on the Abilene side of the field. Well, that about shifted the momentum back again.
Hayes High needs to go lower on that young man. Don't hit him right at the waist.
6'1", 185. These fullbacks and running backs, 185, 208, 190. But through the air, Castile has some success, and so Abilene's going to go back to the air with looks like a new quarterback into the ball game. We'll get to that in a minute. It's a bobbled snap, and down in the backfield is going to go the quarterback, James Maiden, a sophomore, is in there for the first time. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Saw him warming up just before the start of the second half and wondered if he would make an appearance in this second half.
Maiden, 175-pound sophomore, 10 carries, 89 yards on the season. He's in at quarterback now with 2 wide receivers left and 2 to the right. Indians, 4 down linemen. They don't bring the blitz on the new quarterback. Castile to throw. It's incomplete. Flag on the play. Motion on the Cowboys. Their first penalty of the second half, 5th of the game. It'll be 2nd down and 15, backed up from the 44-yard line.
Really surprised that we're not seeing Castile, who had a lot of success through the air on Abilene's last touchdown possession.
You wonder if they're just trying to get Maiden in for a different look and run the football. Scanning the sideline, I don't see Castile, but That doesn't mean that he's not blending in on all those white jerseys and orange helmets across the way. Play clock down to 10. Abilene still not out of the huddle for 2nd and 15. 20 seconds to go, third quarter. Hayes High up 23-10. 5 seconds on the play clock. Maiden with a running back on either side of him. Takes the snap. It's a keeper by Maiden. Runs into the Indian defensive line. Breaks a couple of tackles. And he's going to go down across the 45 to the 46. Gain 2. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. The Hayes High Indians lead 23-12. We go to the final 12 minutes of this district game. We are back in a minute. This is Hayes High Indian football.
Most exciting yards in football. It's NFL Red Zone from NFL Network. Get every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon. And football doesn't stop on NFL Network. It goes all week.
We're covering it like crazy.
Get NFL Red Zone from NFL Network today.
Add NFL Red Zone so you can watch all the game-defining yards in football. Call us at 877-61-EAGLE today.
To the fourth quarter, Abilene facing 3rd down and 13. They're 1 for 1 in the second half. This is just their second drive of the second half. Indians up by 11, 23-12. James Maiden, new quarterback in the ball game for the Abilene Cowboys. Does he go to the air for the first time in his career? 2 left, 2 right for wide receivers. He will throw. Low snap, flag on the play. Oh, and Freddie Haynes had gotten loose. If James Maiden had looked up, that was going to be the end of James Maiden's night.
That's right.
5-yard penalty on Abilene. False start, their second false start of this drive. So now 3rd and 18. Hayes High's got to get off the field on this drive. Hayes High also needs to look at this and understand Abilene may be playing this 18 yards in 2 downs. 2 wide receivers right, 2 to the left for James Maiden, a new quarterback in the game. Maiden with his heels on the 35-yard line to throw right side, fakes right, looks left, looks down the field, overthrows his defender or his receiver, and it's incomplete. Keaton Markley, Hunter Brown get together on the coverage. 4th down, and Abilene will punt the football.
Hayes High's defensive backfield didn't look very good on Abilene's last possession, but they look good right there. 3 maroon jerseys right around the intended receiver. And Abilene, down by 12, will be punting back to Hayes High, who has done whatever they have wanted offensively in this second half.
Hayes High needs to be wary of a fake here. O'Neal, he will punt the football away. It's his worst punt of the night. Indians need to get away from it. They do. Markley will let it bounce. It takes a Hayes High bounce, and it goes down, is touched by a Cowboy on the first bounce. Indians are going to get their best starting field position of the night at the 43-yard line. It is a punt of 16 yards. O'Neal averages 35 yards a punt. Tonight he's gone 31, 34, and now 16, and Hayes High has the football. 11:43 to go in the game, up 23-12. This drive starts at the 38-yard line. Pistol formation, Brown fakes the handoff. He's going to keep 40, 45, middle of the field, 50. 12 yards, first down, straight up the gut. That offensive line right now is playing some of their best football of the season.
And Abilene giving up such big, long touchdown runs in the first half, or long drives in the first half. Their defense might start to wear down just a bit here in the fourth quarter.
122 yards for Brown on the ground, 132 through the air, including a big-time touchdown to the Indians' senior Shane Behrens. 2 wide receivers right, 2 to the left. Man in motion, Wyatt Sheevy. They'll give to Sheevy. No, Brown will keep. Go straight up the middle again on that jet sweep motion. Get a yard this time. From just behind the 49, from behind the 50 to the other side of the 50. In fact, no gain on the play. They'll just put the ball right back down on the line of scrimmage. Maybe should have handed that one off. Clock rolls at 10:53 to go. Fourth quarter, Hayes High up 23-12. They have scored on 4 consecutive possessions. Shane Barron's into the game, and now the Indians' new big-time offensive weapon, William Sinnett's in the game. And they're lined up together on the right side of the field. Tyrese Hill and Markley to the left. It's a passing play for Hunter Brown. Brown looking to the sideline. It's almost tipped away. And then that is Sinnott. Couldn't get to the ball in time. It's incomplete. That is the first incomplete pass for Brown since the first quarter. On the first offensive play of the game, he had completed 11 consecutive passes. 3rd and 10 for the Indians.
That's such a dangerous play.
Yeah.
A pass like that has to cover so much real estate.
And if it's intercepted, it's a touchdown on the other side. Sheevy and Ibarra into the game. They come to the right side of the formation. Hill and Markley left. 3rd and 10 with Schmidberger to the right of the quarterback, Hunter Brown. Brown puts a man in motion. That's Markley. He's going to keep it himself. Brown gets over one defender, gets 4 yards. Markley wasn't going to get any more on the near side. Hayes High is going to have to punt. Logan Clark will come into punt for the 2nd time in the game, 3rd time in his career. Hayes High goes 4 plays but has to punt the football. And they need to get rid of this ball. Abilene may be coming after this. Dominic Campbell will go back to return the punt. 15 on the play clock. Hayes High runs a guy on late to the left side of the formation. Hayes High still shy a guy. Boy, Hayes High doesn't want to have to use a timeout here. 5 on the play clock. Logan Clark's kick gets away. A nice high hanging punt that's going to take a Hayes High bounce at the 15. Now it's going to roll down to the 13-yard line. Abilene will have their worst starting field position at the 12. It's a 42-yard punt. Both punts by Logan Clark, 42 yards tonight. Hayes High would have liked to score or at least take some more time off the clock. Nonetheless, they go 26 yards on that drive. They go 12 yards on that drive and have to punt the football away with 9:39 to go in the game and an 11-point lead.
And Abilene's got to drive a long way.
Indian football is brought to you by Insurance Planning Incorporated, Home Oil and Supply, Hayes Chevrolet, and M&D Incorporated. Who's the quarterback for the Cowboys? Trevor Castile is back into the game, and back to the wishbone go the Cowboys. Indians 4-down linemen this time. Handoff goes right side. That is going to the hands of their 3rd running back, Dominic Campbell. Campbell, who was back to return the punt, gets good yardage on his first carry of the night, out to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Yeah, that's good yardage on 1st down. Hayes High really flying to the football, though. Gang tackling, really pursuing the ball carrier.
Hayes High needed points to go up by 3 scores. They're still up by 11, 23-12. Wishbone formation. Castile hands off, and it's in the backfield. Campbell gets by a tackle on a spin move, but there to clean up the mess is going to be the Hayes High Indians. Keaton Markley, and I think Chance Brungart was in there as well. A gain of 1 to the 20. 3rd down for the Cowboys. While they didn't get the tackle for a loss, the Indians did mess up the play. 3rd and 2 for the Cowboys.
Big play upcoming.
They go wishbone formation. Castile under center. Long snap count. Fumbles the football on this exchange. Picks it up and he's tackled. Now it's loose again. Hayes High has the football. Hayes High got the football on a second recovery. On the recovery on the second fumble was either Dylan Scheibler or Dylan Schmidberger. I think it was Dylan Scheibler, and Hayes High has the ball on the first turnover of the game.
That was huge, and Abilene has had problems with the snap all game long, and you kind of felt like it was just maybe a matter of time before they would finally turn the ball over, and it really cost them. And Hayes High 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Dylan Scheibler, the fumble recovery. Brown, right side, gets about 3 to the middle of the field. A field goal here would make it a 14-point ball game. Hayes High obviously not thinking just field goal, but at the same point, you look at the scoreboard and do a little math. Brown's 18th carry of the night, 129 yards. He has 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. Logan Clark has a 31-yard field goal. 2nd and goal from the 7. Indians after the fumble recovery, the first fumble as the first turnover of the game. Brown out of that split back formation with Blackman and Schmidberger behind him. Behrens to the right. Brown is going to hand off to Dylan Schmidberger up the middle, keeps his feet turning inside the 5. Whistles blow as he gets down to about the 3-yard line. Mike Holliday, it's 3rd down and goal. Is this 4-down territory for the Indians?
Ooh, it certainly might be. If they score a touchdown here, they go up by 3 possessions. So I believe it is 4-down territory.
Ball down to the 3. 3rd and goal from the 3. Here's Markley in with the play from the sideline. Dante Blackman will go out. From just inside the left hash, 4th quarter, Indians moving left to right. Shane Behrens is in the halfback, shotgun on 3rd and goal from the 3. Brown is going to throw. He's looking left side for Behrens, and it's incomplete, batted down. Couldn't get it over top of the defensive end, Bryce Rickaman. The 200-pound junior batted it down. Hayes High is going to take the shot at getting some points here and make it a full 2-touchdown game. Rock and hard place right here. 7:08 to go. Hayes High is going to try a 20-yard field goal. Is essentially an extra point for Logan Clark, who's 1 for 1 tonight. He's at an extra point block. The snap is going to be fumbled. Brown is going to pick it up. Throw to the end zone. It is batted down and incomplete, and Hayes High is going to get no points out of it. A bobbled snap, and the Indians end up losing the ball on downs at the 3-yard line, and it's still an 11-point game. They picked up a fumble at the 10 and get no points out of it. And the Indians have a player down in the end zone. It's cramps for whoever it is down in the end zone. Goodness, what an opportunity for Hayes High to just bust this ball game open.
Yeah, go up by potentially 3 possessions. No better situation, up by 11 points with just over 7 minutes left. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line, and to get nothing out of that. Now, the good news is Abilene's going to have to drive the ball a long ways. They'll have it on their own 2-yard line, and Hayes High stiffening up defensively. But, yeah, that was a big-time missed opportunity.
Well, they never got the kick away, and for Logan Clark, that's an extra point, and that's one of those plays you almost wonder if everybody relaxes a little bit. It's an extra point.
Yep.
It's worth 3, but it's an extra point. And the Indians either you have to look again to see where the snap ended up coming in a little to the right, or if Brown couldn't hold on to it. Schmidberger cramps is up and walking off the field. He'll be back in the game. Indian football brought to you by Walmart, Verney's Hamburger House, Commercial Builders, and Bacon Ryan Appraising Services. Boy, Abilene gets a gigantic break. Instead of a 14-point ball game, it's still a 2-possession game, but it's a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and field goal. Abilene, if you're wanting to know, has not attempted a field goal this year. 7:01 to go in the game.
And that is a tough call offensively for Hayes High to not go for it on 4th down, but they have really struggled running the ball inside all year long. Not that they would have had to have done that, but that's just tough, and a missed field goal. But Abilene's got to drive 98 yards to get the ball in the end zone. No big plays here if you're Hayes High defensively.
The quarterback is Trevor Castile once again. They went once with James Maid, and now Castile back in after fumbling the snap, then fumbling a second time, and Hayes High getting the football back. He'll handle this snap, hand it off to the right side. Now he's going to throw down the field, and it's going to be caught out at the 25-yard line by Ben Veach, the tight end, but there's a flag on the field at the 12. As it stands, it is right now a 19-yard gain. Hayes High bit on the play action. Holding against Hayes High's declined. Penalty goes out, the ball goes out to near the 22-yard line, 27-yard line, 24 yards from Castile to Veach. And Abilene now trying to drive from their own 3, has some life once again.
That's a fantastic catch by Veach, just outstretching his arms and catching it with his fingertips. A big 1st down for the Cowboys.
Veach's 2nd catch for 24 yards tonight. Handoff goes to Parker O'Neill, and he gets hit and met and dropped in the backfield. Xavier Danduran on the blitz is the first guy there. It's a tackle for a loss, and it's a loss of 1. Danduran, 1.5 tackles for loss tonight. 4 now on the season.
He's been in that Abilene backfield quite a bit tonight.
Hayes High is going to rely on their defense. They forced a fumble, got it to the 10 on 1st and goal from the 10, but did not score on a botched snap and hold. So instead, Abilene got it at the 3, then went 24 yards out to the 27 on play action from their own end zone. Shotgun for Castile, throwing right side. It is going to be incomplete. Coverage by Hayden Brown.
And the clock not working in Abilene's favor. The incompletion will stop it, but they've taken some time off the clock. And 3rd down already. I would think, Dustin, this could be 4-down territory.
Down by 11. Here's Dylan Scheibler in for Hayden Brown. Hayes High's been running guys in and out as much as they can all night. See, the defensive line can get some pressure. Shane Behrens, Freddie Haynes, Connor Winter, Tyrese Hill, the 4-down lineman. Shotgun on 3rd and 11. Hayes High brings a delayed blitz. It's a screen play near side to Anguano. He's at the 30. He'll be taken down shy of the 1st down marker. Wyatt Sheevy, who's having himself a defensive game right now, stops the progress at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 4th down coming up for Abilene, and the offense is on the field.
It's a nice block downfield by Sam Burt, their 235-pound senior left tackle, to get Abilene some positive yardage. Big 4th down.
We'll call it 4th down and 4 for the Cowboys. They're 0 for 1 tonight. Castile to throw, right side. It is caught. It is caught by Veach. He's going to make a man miss and get to the 39. It's a gain on the play of 7 yards and a 1st down.
Does keep the ball inbounds, though. Clock moving now at 5:17 left in the game. So this is, despite being a successful drive, a rather time-consuming one for the Cowboys.
Up to the 40, they'll call it, so it's a gain of 8 on the play for Veach. His 2nd catch on this drive. 3 catches, 56 yards for Ben Veach, the wide receiver / tight end senior. He's lined up to the right side. 2 in the backfield with Castile. They'll stay in and block. Castile to throw left side. It's incomplete, in and out of the hands of Carter Wildley. If Wildey just goes backwards about another 1.5 yards, he can basket catch that and get out of bounds.
Trevor Castile, a very unorthodox throwing motion, too, just kind of shot puts the ball. Sometimes it's effective.
He's 11 for 18 tonight for 139 yards. That ball hangs up there a while. You'd like the Indians to go get it. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining, each burning 1 in the 3rd quarter. Ball from the 40, right to left, Abilene in their road whites. Senior night for Hayes High, home blacks, maroon pants, maroon helmets. 3 wide receivers left, nobody to the right for Castile. 1 running back. Is it their trick play? Nope, they're just going to throw. Castile under pressure, throws it up, and Wyatt Sheevy had it in his hands and dropped it. Wyatt Sheevy could have given the Indians the ball at the 47, but he was falling backwards and just couldn't quite hold on to the ball. 3rd and 10. Abilene still has the football.
Yeah, if he wasn't falling backwards, he certainly would have had that ball right into his hands, but a little bit high for him. But as it stands, 3rd down and 10, and this not a very comfortable position for Abilene.
Abilene 2 for 4 in the 2nd half on 3rd downs. Castile is going to drop back to throw. Screen play to the near side, and it's over the head of the intended wide receiver. Hayes High read it perfectly. Shane Behrens backed out of his blitz, and then it was the Indians linebacker Chance Brungart who came up to help make out the play if the catch was there. Incomplete. Castile is 11 for 20 passing tonight. He had thrown 13 passes all year long. He's the backup quarterback. Their starter Ryan Wilson out of the game with a shoulder injury. 4th and 10. Abilene's 1 for 1 on 4th down on this drive, 1 for 2 in the game. Ben Veach with the 4th down catch earlier, right side. 2 wide receivers to the left, now 2 wide receivers to the right side as well. Castile on 4th and 10 faces the Indian blitz. Pump fake, throws down the field. It is knocked away and incomplete. Dylan Scheibler with the defensive pass breakup, and the Hayes High Indians hold on downs. It is Hayes High football with 4:33 to go in the game, 23-12, an 11-point lead.
And Hayes High has to feel pretty good with the position that they're in. An 11-point lead, 4:33 left in the game, and they will have the ball on the Abilene 40-yard line.
Hayes High got the ball at the Abilene 10 and couldn't score. If they can score from the 40 here, they may put this game away. So Hayes High back on offense. It's a handoff, right side. Blackman makes the first guy miss, but nobody else. Abilene ripping at the football, and Blackman is going to get a very, very tough and well-earned 2 yards to the 38-yard line.
And that's okay. Have your arms wrapped around that ball. Keep the clock moving.
Blackman, 6 carries, 14 yards tonight. He's the running back. Tyrese Hill, wide receiver left. Shane Barron's tight end right. Sheevy's a split into the left side. 2nd and 8 from the 38. Indians up by 11. Snap at 7. Brown's going to keep left side. Has Schmidberger to block for him. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. Gets horse-collared and taken down. Taken down at the 20-yard line. No flag on the play. Boy, that's a near big-time injury play for Hunter Brown, but he gets the first down at the 20. Indians, a great play, great blocking. They got Schmidberger out in front and pick up 18 yards.
Looked like a horse collar to me, but the referees determining it was a shoulder pad tackle, evidently. And Hayes High in business in the red zone once again with just 3:34 left. What a game for the Indians.
3 for 4 in the red zone tonight. Their last one they did not convert on after having 1st and goal from the 10 to start a drive. Handoff, Schmidberger up the middle. The fullback, 4 yards. If you're a fullback, Schmidberger's had 1 carry of over 20 yards this year. 4 yards out of a fullback, you take it all day long.
All day long. And Abilene's defense just has to be getting really worn down with these long Hayes High drives, not just in the second half, but throughout the game.
3 minutes to go in a must-win game for Hayes High on senior night here at Lewis Field Stadium. Can they grind this out? Up by 11. 2nd down and 6 from the 14-yard line. Indians split in the backfield. Brown is going to let that clock wind down inside 10. He's going to hand it off to Schmidberger, who gets wrapped up and dropped. Taken down in the backfield by Logan Rickeman. The defensive tackle, who is Bryce Rickeman's brother, loses a yard on the play. 3rd down for Hayes High.
There's some last names that we have not heard much of today. Logan Rickeman having such a good season, but Hayes High has really kept him in check.
3rd and 7. Hayes High 1 for 3 on 3rd down tonight. On one of their conversions they did not get on 3rd down, they converted on 4th down for a touchdown to Shane Barons. He's tied in right. Markley, the wide receiver, over his right hip. Long snap count by Brown. Play action. He's going to keep it himself to the right side. Not going to get enough for the first down. Tries to stay in bounds and then taken out. Maybe took an extra second off the clock. Gets down to the 15. They'll mark him down at the 16-yard line. Hayes High is going to have to, you would imagine here, look for a field goal on what is going to be 4th down and 6. Just a 1 yard, make it 2 yard gain to the 1 yard gain to the 16-yard line.
Hunter Brown really tiptoeing around that sideline, trying to stay in bounds, but not able to do so.
4th down, Hayes High is going to line up to go for it on 4th down and 6. Brown under center. Long snap count, looking over the defense, trying to get the Cowboys to jump. Can't do so, so the Indians will use the second of 3 timeouts they have with 1:54 to go in the game. Leading 23-12. Indian football brought to you by World of Wheels, Whiskey Creek, Home Steel Siding and Windows, APAC, Redeem Design, James Motor Company, and Eagle Communications.
Hayes High marred in a 7-game losing streak. Haven't won since that come-from-behind victory in Week 1 against Scott City. But they have a chance to get right back into districts and a possible playoff berth by defeating Abilene. Just a well-played game for Hayes High. And I've seen this team all year long just not be able to put together an entire half or certainly an entire game. Put together halves at times, but not a complete 4-quarter game like they have done tonight at Lewis Field Stadium, a place that Hayes High has not won in 2 years.
Now you read my mind. It is the most complete game Hayes High has played, and right now the offense going back out for this 4th down and 6 play. Final score, McPherson 27, Wamego 0. That's the other district game in your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. Brown under center for this 4th down and 6 play. Brown is going to roll out to his right side, look to throw to Shane Barons, and it's going to be over his head and incomplete. Well, there you go. That's the 4th down play, and Abilene with the football, but a minute 49 remaining. If nothing else, Mike Holliday, that took time off the clock.
Yeah, it did. I would have liked to have seen them run the ball there, even though they might not have picked up the first down. They'd have kept the clock moving a bit. Abilene would have had the option to call a timeout, but Abilene's still got a long way to go at their own 21-yard line. Just a minute 49 to work with, and they are down by 11.
Hayes High had the ball twice in the red zone off of a fumble recovery and off of a change of possession on downs that they drove from the 40-yard line down to the 16-yard line. And Abilene is going to have to take a timeout. Abilene could not get personnel on the field and uses the second of their 3 second-half timeouts out of that change of possession on downs. That's costly for the Cowboys if they wanted to have any sort of fourth-quarter comeback here.
It's very, very difficult to win the game with as little a time as they have, and having to call a timeout, that's very disappointing for Abilene.
Hayes High, a minute 49 away from what is a must-win situation to keep their playoff hopes alive. McPherson, they're 2-0 in the district. They beat Wamego 27-0. That was 7-0 at halftime. And we'll talk more about it towards the end of the game and in the post-game show on the radio side about what the Week 9 is going to look like, depending on if Hayes High can hold on to this 11-point lead. Abilene would be going to McPherson. You start worrying about points a little bit as well.
That's right.
Hayes High was minus 21 after 1 week. They're minus 11 tonight. That's where the 2 red zones that the Indians have been turned away here in the fourth quarter really make a big difference. They could have gotten back to 0 points. As it is, Abilene with the football. Hayes High with the lead, 23-12, a minute 49 to go in the game. James Maiden is back in at the quarterback position. 3 wide receivers left. Maiden will take the snap. Play action pass. He's under some pressure. Barron's giving chase back at the 3. Maiden rushing out to his right. Throws down the field. It's incomplete. I think Shane's ankle's feeling pretty good right now.
It looks very, very good, and they were so lucky, Abilene, Maiden and company, to get away from Shane Barron's and not take the big sack.
Ball from the 17-yard line, the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 10.
These Abilene quarterbacks have really felt some pressure this evening.
And boy, you can tell them missing Ryan Wilson, their starter, is a big-time deal. 2 wide receivers right, 2 to the left. Again, James Maiden, who's the 3rd-string quarterback on the field right now, has 1 guy to his right, threw the first down pass away. Maiden's going to drop back to pass, looking right the whole time. Pump fake under some pressure. Now he's going to try to run, runs into his own guy, and he's going to get taken down in the backfield. Still on his feet and then taken down. And now a flag on the play. Tyrese Hill and Xavier Danduran made the tackle. Freddie Haynes apparently came in late. Maiden's down on the field. Did he lead with the helmet? Was it a late flag? It is going to be a personal foul on the Hayes High Indians. A hit to the head, and James Maiden is sitting up now. Boy, Hayes High, when they've made big-time plays, have each time just hurt themselves with personal fouls. And now another one. Hayes High is going to get 15 yards for taunting. Tyrese Hill just laid down on the field. Tyrese Hill may get the boot from the game on this.
Wow.
And now unsportsmanlike conduct. Hayes High got a sack back to the 5. It was a 11-yard loss, and now they're going to give 30 yards to the Abilene Cowboys. Hayes High is just losing their mind right now.
Yeah, very undisciplined football. And some of these Hayes High players.
The hit on the hit to the helmet, I can't tell you. It's too far away for us to judge anything. You go off what the official says. The Indians had it. Maiden wrapped up low. Haynes come up and hit him high. And maybe he led with the helmet on the helmet-to-helmet contact. I can't speculate. We can't see from that far away. But then Tyrese Hill laying down on the field in an imitation of an injured player cost the Indians another 15 yards. Well, you've got to keep your heads.
Got to be smarter than that.
Because now there's 1:32 left, and instead of 3rd down and 21 from the 5, Abilene has the football, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. That's not a representation of Hayes High.
Right.
A minute 32 to go. Now Trevor Castile is back into the ball game.
Yeah, regardless of what happens the rest of this game, there's some things that Coach Rath will not be happy with.
A half sack for Tyrese Hill and for Xavier Danduran. And a loss of 11 on the play. Now Castile to throw, bounces one in to his wide receiver.
Yeah, that ball not even close, right at the feet.
Hayes High trying to cling to an 11-point lead, 23-12. Wide receiver left, Carter Wildy, along with Michael Anguano. 2 wide receivers right, Ben Veach and Dominic Campbell, who's normally a running back. Castile out of the shotgun on 2nd and 10, drops back to pass, looks over the middle. It is caught, and it's going to be an immediate tackle made by the Hayes High Indians. And now another late flag comes in, another 15 yards on the Hayes High Indians. Hayes High has got to keep their composure.
Yeah, keep everything in bounds like they have been doing, but it's after the play that is really costing them.
Veach makes the catch for 8 yards, and then the Indians give Abilene another 15 yards on what is called a late hit. That's borderline late hit. But with the Indians having this many personal fouls already, you just can't do it. Indians made the tackle. It would have been 3rd down.
Yeah, this drive has changed a little bit over the last 2 plays.
It was a gain of 8 yards to Ben Veach. And now Abilene is at the Hayes High 41-yard line with 65 seconds to go in a timeout. Low snap. Castile picks it up, just throws it to sideline. Caught by Dominic Campbell, who didn't go out of bounds. Campbell did not go out of bounds. Hayes High says they got the football. The official says no, it was down on contact. The tackle was made by 3 of the Indians. Dylan Schmidberger, one of them there. And Abilene uses their 3rd and final timeout. Remember, they had used their 2nd timeout to start this drive when they had the incorrect personnel on the field.
Big mistake not to get out of bounds. He was right there.
Gain of 5 to the running back, Dominic Campbell. That's his first catch of the season. Castile now with 12, make that 13 pass completions on 24 attempts for 152 yards.
He's looked pretty good at times. Just a very unorthodox throwing motion as he almost shot puts the ball, but his receivers have done nicely at getting open at times, and Hayes High has played some pretty soft coverage tonight.
Hayes High sees this Abilene drive go to the 36. There's been only 14 yards gained on this drive. Hayes High has given Abilene 45 yards on 2 personal fouls and an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And it's going to leave a sour taste in everybody's mouth. 55 seconds to go. Hayes High with an 11-point lead. It's not done yet. Abilene out of timeouts. Castile's going to throw. Pump fake. He's going to go for the right sideline where Dominic Campbell is wide open. Makes a man miss, and he goes down before he can get to the end zone. It's going to stop the clock on the 1st down, but Abilene is inside the 5-yard line. It is a 33-yard pass completion to Dominic Campbell.
Hayes High did keep him inbound, so the clock will run.
And a handoff right side. O'Neal, he gets hit in the backfield and dropped.
No timeouts either for Abilene.
That is Parker Bass, and now the clocks can't stop. They continue to wind with 32 seconds to go. Parker Bass loses a yard on the play, and now Castile will spike the ball with 24 seconds remaining. You wonder if Abilene thought they could catch Hayes High waiting for the snap or for that spike, and instead Hayes High gets in the backfield and makes a tackle for a loss, now 3rd and goal from the 3. Well, this last minute and 49 seconds is taking forever, and Hayes High just, for whatever reason, has just lost their heads in this fourth quarter. Going to overtime, Garden City and Great Bend at 14 apiece for the conference championship. I formation, 3rd and goal. It's going to be Castile. He's going to get through a tackle, throw to the end zone, in and out of the hands of an Indian. Dan Durant almost had the sack. The Indians almost had the interception. And actually, that was Schmidberger almost with the sack, and Dan Durant almost with the interception. 4th and goal from the 3. And here's your ball game.
Dan Durant with his hand wrapped up. Otherwise, he might have been able to intercept that pass.
Abilene in the red zone for the 4th time tonight. They're 2 for 3 with, make that 2 for 3 with a pair of touchdowns. Now Hayes High, did they take their final timeouts? And they do. Yep, set this up on 19 seconds remaining so that everybody understands the situation. Well, and this may be as much as explaining to your players. Keep your heads. Don't give Abilene a free first down on a ridiculous penalty.
I don't think we can emphasize enough, and I realize Abilene playing without their starting quarterback this evening, but Hayes High playing without a very key piece of their puzzle too, offensively and defensively. That is outside linebacker and starting tailback Colton Myers, who was injured on the 5th play of the game. And he's on the sideline.
We were told that if necessary, he would come in at quarterback, but looks like right now that may have just been more posturing than anything. Hayes High, 19 seconds away from a must-win situation to set themselves up in Week 9 with a chance to go to the 4A Division I playoffs for the first time since dropping to 4A.
And with a 1-7 start, that would be
1-6 start.
1-6 start. That'd be a pretty neat deal.
4th and goal from the 3. Castile out of the shotgun is going to throw. Look left side. It is knocked down and incomplete. Knocked down by William Sinnott, and that's going to be the ball game. Hayes High is going to need to take a couple of knees. Just one, in fact, to end this ball game. Mike Holliday, Hayes High is going to go to Wamego with a 1-1 district record. Abilene goes to McPherson with a 1-1 district record. Again for Hayes High, it's must win at this point. Hayes High will be minus 10 in points. Abilene, who was plus 21 coming in, will still be plus 10 in points. You don't want to deal with points. You want to win the game and just let the rest fall where it will. Hunter Brown takes the final knee. Cowboys without a timeout, and that's going to do it for the Hayes High Indians. They're going to win 23-12.
McPherson will be favored against Abilene next week. That doesn't always pan out, but they'll go into that game as the favorites. But bottom line, as you said, for Hayes High is they must win against Wamego. And Wamego keeping it pretty close against McPherson in the first half as they lost that game 27-0, but it was just 7-0 at half. Wamego will be 3-5. Hayes High wins their second ball game of the season. Randall Rath just 2-7 last year in his first season as head coach of the Indians.
It's the first home win for Randall Rath since coming to the Hayes High Indians, and the first win for Hayes High at home in 2 years. They both happen on senior night as they were needing a win to keep their playoff picture alive. 23-12, Hayes High with the victory. For Mike Holliday, I'm Dustin Armbruster. This has been Hayes High Indian football.